Time now for your Sacred Heart Knights football, presented by Eagle Communications and the Salina Post. And now with your play-by-play, here's Adam Coulter.
Welcome into another High School Football Friday. I'm Adam Coulter, alongside Avery Kadelash. Not necessarily alongside, but up on, with even a better view than I've got here on the campus here of Kansas West Senior University. Homecoming here for the Yotes and senior night tonight for the Sacred Heart Knights. Good evening and thanks for joining us here tonight. Week 8 of the high school football season already upon us, and hard to believe it's been flying right on by, as it always seems to. But last week seemed to talk about the weather. Last week in Smith Center was in the 40s with about a 30-mile-an-hour crosswind. Tonight we're back in t-shirt and shorts. Well, some of us anyway. A lot warmer here this evening, and should be a fun one here tonight. Sacred Heart comes in 1-6. Meanwhile, the Republic County Buffaloes come in 0-7. These two teams will play. The winner will be the 4th seed in District 5, and they will take on the top seed in District 6, that being the winner tonight of the undefeated Marion versus Sedgwick game, the Warriors versus the Cardinals. So we'll keep our eye on that game. That'll be the destination for the winner of this one here next Friday night. But first and foremost, senior night tonight for the Knights. We'll come back. We'll hear some comments from the head coach of the Knights, Norman Jennings, after this. You're watching and listening to Sacred Heart Football on Salina Post, presented by Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine.
APAC Kansas Incorporated has been building the Heartland from the ground up for over a century. From the supply of aggregate materials, hot mix asphalt, and concrete to the construction of roads and bridges, we do it all. You've seen our trucks, and now we want to hire you. APAC in Salina is growing, and we are hiring for all positions. From truck drivers to mechanics, general laborers, and construction, APAC has your next career. For more details, visit the job links page at salinapost.com. Great pay and benefits, APAC is an equal opportunity employer. The Bennington State Bank proudly supports local sports and wants each student to know that their hard work and talent is noticed and appreciated. At Bennington State Bank, they care about local communities and are committed to fostering long-term relationships through the delivery of excellent customer service, integrity, and fairness. From helping local businesses to supporting community youth and nonprofits to helping you purchase your dream home or invest in your future, Bennington State Bank is here to help. Give them a call to experience exceptional banking with hometown service. Bennington State Bank, your trusted hometown bank. Member FDIC.
Summer travel can damage and destroy your tires. Commercial Tire Centers encourages you to check for proper inflation. Underinflation or overinflation, along with the extreme Kansas heat, can cause a blowout, damage to your vehicle, and even cause accidents. Make sure your passenger car, truck, RV, and trailer tires are all ready to hit the road when you visit Commercial Tire. We'll even check your spare tire. Commercial Tire Centers, West Crawford and North 9th in Salina.
Commercial Tire Centers, where service is everything.
Welcome back in here on the Sacred Heart pregame show. Tyler Henry alongside you as the Knights get set to take on Republic County here at home. And it's time now for us to visit with the head coach of your Knights. It's Norm Jennings. And Coach, first and foremost, as always, thank you so much for taking some time and coming on the show today.
Hey, it's great to be here, Tyler.
So before we get too far into it, I did want to take you back just very briefly and just kind of get your thoughts on a loss 48-0 on the road, but again, to a 5th-ranked Smith Center team that's been top of 1A for most of the year.
Yeah, you know, all in all, it was a great game. Smith Center, you can tell on film, they just keep improving week after week. It's going to be a great battle that they have this weekend coming up. We respect both of those teams, and thought Valley Heights was everything they've proven to be. And so, at Smith, we had a lot of youngers still stepping up and in because we haven't had a whole lot of returners, but boy, they did well in so many different positions, Tyler.
Well, and you talked about Valley Heights, and I did just very briefly want to address it because that is a team that has continued to roll here. They are now all of a sudden undefeated. They beat Wabaunsee, and like you said, that's going to be a good one coming up between them and Smith Center. Really quickly, last thing on that game, I did just want to ask really quickly, and I know that, again, injuries have hampered you throughout the season, but were there any positive takeaways from the Smith Center game, or was it kind of just one you want to wipe off the memory and just move on?
Well, honestly, it's a combination of both. That was a good old-fashioned beating. Smith did a really good job, especially in the trenches. Their boys were prepared to play against the flex, and they went hard. They knew where we had backups, maybe a number 2 or number 3 in, and they exploited it. That fullback that they have. He put up, I think, 5 touchdowns on us, and no matter how we would shift around, it was kind of right over the same personnel. The good thing is those are freshmen that are giving up 100 pounds to a well-seasoned fullback, and they worked and changed. They attempted, different things all night long, which is all you can really ask of a kid. If it's not working, then change however you need out there. But in the end, it was not necessarily a battle of number ones against number ones. And our youngers learned what those games are like. Which, Tyler, that's just one of the benefits we'll carry into next year. They're not going to suit up for the very first time, against a team like Smith Center and have those first-time jitters and nerves and all that. So many of these boys will have been through it this year.
Absolutely. Well, let's go ahead and shift the attention to this week here. And as we do, I know that, one thing you and I have spoken about here in these last couple of weeks were penalties and turnovers being the things that are kind of within your control. What are some of kind of the biggest quick fixes that you want to see here in your team from week 7 to week 8?
We look forward to having some of the personnel back that we're going to have back. When we turn the ball over or we commit penalties with some of the personnel that's happening with, then you just know that it's synergy. It's
APAC Kansas Incorporated has been building the Heartland.
Out returning, you can just tell it's a different feeling of confidence on the part of Mike Matucci, back at quarterback. He knows what to predict from kids that he's been playing alongside with 2, 3, 4 years, and so that's the biggest thing that is going to create a change for us and take it back to less errors and just a much funner game to watch.
Well, and I know this is going to be a special one coming up, and we'll get into why here in just a moment. But before we do, I know that obviously, like you mentioned, never easy to go on the road, especially to a place like Smith Center. How excited are the guys for a chance to be back at home and back playing in front of the Salina faithful one last time?
Oh, they're jacked up. Again, last night, they just closed it with high energy and said, this is our first playoff game. This is elimination time, and they weren't doing it without energy. They were doing it jacked up. They were ready to go out there and hit it, tonight when they finished practice yesterday.
Well, let's go ahead and talk about what happens around this game. Obviously, this is your final home game, so this will be senior night for you. And just wanted to give you a moment to talk about how much this class has meant to you and to what you guys are trying to build here at Sacred Heart.
These are just phenomenal young men, Tyler. They lead so well, both on and off the field. They're servant leaders. They followed the Lord well during this time in high school. And what we're seeing is these injured guys they're coaches. They're building up these younger boys. So just across the board, the school as a student body is going to miss these guys next year. I'm going to miss them greatly just for their work ethic, for their attitude, what all they do for the program. even on fundraising projects. These kids will get up at 8 o'clock in the morning on Saturday after a big game and go to work hard to help a fundraising project or a community service project. And Tyler, those are the intangible things, and this group has just been that way. So when you're going to have 11 of them leave you, that's a third of the team. That's a big hole of just wonderful young men that are going to graduate. So we look forward to honoring them fully tonight.
Well, and I did want to ask you about one guy specifically because, again, I know that you guys have kind of had to shuffle personnel around this year. I know that you guys have had a ton of different lineups, but the one guy that seemingly has been there through it all has been Mike Matucci, and you look at his numbers. I mean, 1,000 yards of total offense this season. He's your leading passer, 630 yards, 5 touchdowns. He's your leading rusher, 400 yards, 4 touchdowns. He's your leading tackler with 53. He's got the lone defensive interception on the team and one of the 3 fumble recoveries. I mean, how much has he meant not only to this program as a whole over his time at Sacred Heart, but this year specifically, just kind of being the kind of captain that can steer you through some of these storms?
He is just invaluable, Tyler, and that's not to say there's not some great kids that are standing behind, ready to take the helm, but they're going to do that because they've seen the Mike Matucci. They've seen him battle. They've seen him work hard. They've seen him never give up. They've seen the way that he leads in a huddle. And it is definitely to Mike's credit that he's done this through 4 different coaches. I'm the 4th coach in 4 years for him, for all of these senior boys. And they've never given up. They've never lost faith. They received me extremely well. They've been dedicated to just a completely new offense, and yet again another new coaching staff. And Mike is just one of the silent leaders of many. Tyler, I could just go on about Cam Cleveland and Cam Yohe and Evan Bogart and Andy Marshall and Jason Mars and just Dane Goss and all the rest of these seniors. They all kind of exude that attitude on and off the field, and we're going to miss them.
Most certainly. Well, I wanted to take a look here before we get into this matchup specifically at your district, because it is a brutal district. Let's not make any mistake about that. Valley Heights is 6-1. Smith Center is state ranked in 6-1. Wabaunsee formerly state ranked at 4-3. All 3 of their losses have come to formerly ranked teams as well. But there is a little bit of a blessing in here as Republic County has really struggled this season. You mentioned this to me a moment ago, but I wanted to give you a second to just kind of set it up for us. This effectively is the first round of the playoffs for you guys, because at the end of the day, you pull off this win, you finish 4th in your district, you've got a shot to play another game next week in week 9.
Yes, absolutely, and there's no other way to look at it than that. You have, again, I mentioned so many seniors' names. You got Landon Pilcher last night that was just like, I do not want to end this for another month. And a lot of these boys that are saying, let's go be the most dangerous number 4 seed that was ever out there. And the longer they can extend, the more guys that we're going to get back from these injuries. So, boy, they've got a potential. They've got a potential to come in as a number 4, maybe taken lightly, and really just upset teams, returning to the times when we had all the personnel out there and we're just really moving the ball and defending at high levels.
Well, let's talk about the big hurdle that stands in front of you, or maybe not the big hurdle, but certainly the hurdle. It's Republic County, and it's a team that has struggled a little bit this season, but I did want to ask, when you have a chance to break down the Buffaloes on film, what are some of the things that stand out to you about the way that they play that you'll have to be ready for come Friday night?
They're fast. They're fast in all facets of the ball. They obviously have a lot of heart because they've had a ton of injuries as well. And when I look at them on film, whether it was their Smith Center game or whether it was Ellis last week, they had no give up in them. They were pounding off the line. Their backers were flying to the ball. So they were no quit on offense. They've adapted to many different systems because of personnel, and it seems like they've improved with each one of those adaptations. So I think overall they're their size is not their strength, but their quickness is definitely their strength.
Well, you mentioned kind of the lack of size. You mentioned some of the injuries as well. I was curious from your perspective as a coach, and nothing too specific, obviously not asking you to give away your game plan, but where are some areas where you see Republic County has maybe struggled this year that you feel like you guys might be able to capitalize on?
I think if I'm offensively speaking towards the defense, it's just playing a game. Boys staying at home, not trying to get all over the field and make things happen. That's one of the weaknesses, and that plays into the hands of Flex, because Flex just moves inside, midline, outside, all around, trying to take advantages of personnel that don't stay there. On offense, offensively speaking, they spread. Right now, earlier in the year they didn't. They had a few gadget plays that didn't seem to work well. Quarterback exchanges from center sometimes will go awry. So they've got a lot of those types of weaknesses where if we're punching off a line on defense, we're causing the center fits, then it's easy to think that we could have quite a few defensive turnovers, and that's one thing the defense has goals for, is to get some scoring from that side of the ball this year. And same in secondary coverage. Our guys really want to go out and pick off the ball. So they want to take advantage of some of the ways that they throw in some of those routes.
Well, I know you talked a little offense there, you talked a little defense, but when you take kind of the big step back and take a look at the 1,000-foot view of the matchup, last thing for you here, sir, but what are your biggest keys to the game here for Sacred Heart to get the victory and punch your ticket to Week 9?
And I tell you what, we are going to come out of that locker room amped up and hitting fast. We want to get a quick start, put our foot on their neck, and then just not let it off. When we've started very quick and very well against teams, then it has gone really our way. So we didn't do that last week, Smith Center. We were a little bit timid. We were a little bit slow, and that's one of the few games. So we're going to roll out of that locker room and roll right over those Buffaloes.
Sounds good. Well, Coach, thank you so much for your time as always, and best of luck to your Knights tonight.
Thank you.
All right, once again, that was Norm Jennings, the head coach of your Sacred Heart Knights here on the pregame show. We will step away, but when we come back, we'll get you starting lineups. Kick. It's Sacred Heart Public County, and you're watching and listening here on the Salina Post, courtesy of our friends at Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine.
Mowry Clinic is pleased to welcome obstetrician and gynecologist Dr. Mariah Jones. Dr. Jones is a Salina area native and is excited to return to her roots and care for the women of north central Kansas. She completed medical school and residency at the University of Kansas School of Medicine. Dr. Jones is joining Drs. Knox, Prendergast, Morgan, Ablard, and Roche at Mowry Women's Clinic in Salina. Schedule your appointment with Dr. Jones by calling 785-827-7261 or visit MowryClinic.com to learn why you matter more at Mowry.
Hometown Disposal is a locally owned and operated waste hauling company offering residential and commercial trash service. Hometown Disposal offers front load, roll off, and rear load disposal bins for all your waste hauling needs. Let Hometown Disposal assist you with all your daily, weekend, or seasonal cleanup jobs. Hometown Disposal offers waste disposal options that are simple, affordable, and stress-free. Hometown Disposal is the right choice for families, local business owners, and general contractors. Contact Hometown Disposal, Salina's premier waste hauling solution.
Looking to take the next step in your career? Consider an MBA from Kansas Wesleyan. You can complete the program fully online in as little as 1 year, and your last class is free. Want to be a part of one of the region's fastest growing universities? Visit kwu.edu/MBA.
And now back to your Sacred Heart Knights football with Adam Coulter.
And welcome back once again to Sacred Heart Football. You're watching and listening to it this evening, Week 8. Here on Salina Post, it's presented as always by Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine. I'm Adam Coulter. Avery Cadle on the camera this evening. Thank you for all your help throughout the entire season, Avery, and thank you for listening wherever you might be online. And again, the video and the audio, and we're glad to have you along here with us as we get set for senior night here from Sacred Heart. Just a fun atmosphere this evening as seeing some of the guys. And you heard Coach Norm Jennings talking with Tyler Henry about the ready to roll Buffalo. So the meeting up at the 50 as we get set for the coin toss. And do want to remind you that I want to thank our sponsors, one including our halftime sponsor, Kansas Wesleyan University. That's where we're at right now. Homecoming for the Yotes as they'll host the Spires of St. Mary tomorrow. That'll be a 4 o'clock pregame, 5 o'clock kickoff with Tyler Henry on the call on 9:10 a.m., 107.5 FM on KINA for that one. So the clock, last minute plus, winding down, and captain's at the 50. And we'll see who calls it and see who gets it. 82 here at kickoff, and a little chill in the air, but glancing at the American flag on what would be the south end zone on the goalpost, completely limp, not moving a bit. So a very still night here in Salina and Kansas Wesleyan University here at Gene Bissell Field at JRI Stadium at the Graves Family Sports Complex this evening. Again, a reminder, as I had mentioned, the winner of this game will be the 4 seed in this district, District 5. They'll take on the top seed in District 6 next week on the road, and that'll be the winner of Marion and Sedgwick, so we'll be keeping our eyes on that score throughout the evening as well with the updates that we'll be getting. And the Buffaloes coming 0-7, the Knights 1-6. And really been a tough one for both teams in different ways. For the Knights, it's been injuries, and the turnover bug really has hit Sacred Heart. One of the, just looking up and down the team statistics, that's the big one. A lot of the stats, some of them the Knights lead their opponents in, but the big one, turnovers, they're plus 16 are the Knights as they've committed 20. Their opponents only 4 through the first 7 games. Hopefully the Knights can have some more bounces come their way. And see what the White Hat's going to show us here. Like Sacred Heart, they're going to defer to the second half, so the Buffs are going to take over. Buffalo's issues this season, a very young team, and 7 games in, they've been shut out 4 times, and they've scored 6 each in the other 3 games, so they've only tallied 18 points the entire season. But you'd never know that seeing these guys out here. They're still fired up across the way. Well, here is the defensive starters for Sacred Heart. Again, they defer to the second half, winning the coin toss for Sacred Heart. Their defensive starters will include on the defensive line Alex Ortiz, 5'7", junior, 263. Also a linebacker, Landon Pilcher. He's 6 foot and a senior, 186. Defensive end Leon Rowe. He's 5'9" and a junior, 211. Also another linebacker, Elias Gordon, 5'6", 176. He's just a sophomore. Noah Hines starts at DB. Defensive back, freshman, 5'11", 142. Another defensive back, Michael Matucci. You heard Coach talking about him as well. One of the seniors, 5'7", 144. Also a DB, Luke Colin. He's a sophomore, 5'6", 138. Linebacker, Cam Cleveland, 5'10", 157. Another senior tonight. Another linebacker, Don Matucci. Just a freshman out there, 5'4", 128. And another defensive back, Bryson Gotti, 5'11", 138. And he is a junior. Get to the Buff starters here in just a moment. It's going to be Cam Yohe to kick it off for Sacred Heart. And there it is, end over end. Near side to 20 and muffed. And falling on it, Sacred Heart might have got that one. And it looks like they do. Boy, what a break for the Knights right off the bat. A muff kickoff return. That was Levi White. Just a freshman out there. Got a hand on it, could not retrieve the ball. Sacred Heart does. 7 seconds in, and the Knights in a golden opportunity in the red zone to start at the Buffaloes 19. Matucci under center. In motion, pitch left side. Cleveland around the corner. Still on his feet and taken down. Austin Scribner. Defensive back for the Buffs. 5'10", 142. He's a senior, one of just a couple seniors starting tonight. I take that back, 3 actually. But a very young team are these Republic County Buffaloes. Opening minute, 9-yard gain, second down and 1. Bogart back in there from injury. He's in the backfield. Pitch now near side right into the corner and brought down. That'll be a first down on the carry. That was Thomas Cheney. First and goal for the Knights from, see where they spot it. Looks like between the 2 and the 3. 1 minute gone by and the Knights already knocking on the door. Opening punt, or I'm sorry, opening field. Opening kickoff. There we go. Single receiver either side. Bogart again. The lone back. Single receiver either side. Man in motion momentarily. Matucci keeps it left side. Going to go for the corner and score. Sacred Heart. 19 yards to pay dirt. And what a way to start it. The opening kickoff fumbled by Levi White of the Buffaloes. And Matucci runs it in for 2 yards. It's 6-0 Sacred Heart. That's his 10th touchdown overall. He's now got 5 passing and 5 rushing. 6-0. Here's the PAT attempt up. And good. 10:37 to go in the opening quarter. Sacred Heart 7. Republic County nothing. You're listening and watching to Sacred Heart Football on Salina Post, presented by Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine.
Whether on the field, court, or in the operating room, experience matters. A coach loves an experienced team just like a patient values an experienced doctor. Salina Ortho has ABOS board-certified physicians with over 40 years of orthopedic service. If you need help staying active or just want to discuss options regarding the newest techniques and services and specialties that Salina Ortho provides, see one of our trusted physicians or visit salinaortho.com. Salina Ortho, your voice, your choice, past, present, and future.
When does normal acute pain become abnormal chronic pain? Chronic pain can be one of 2 types, nociceptive and neuropathic. Each type differs based on what causes it, what it feels like, and what treatments may relieve it. Neuropathic pain can often be managed by a therapy called neurostimulation or spinal cord stimulation. If you suffer from chronic pain, ask your primary care physician for a referral to the Salina Pain Clinic. Our pain specialist will discuss the right options to manage your pain. Online at salinapain.clinic.org.
Now back to your Sacred Heart Knights football with Adam Coulter.
Here from Sacred Heart and Kansas Wesleyan University. Short kick by Yowie that time off to the left side, and a short return as well by Republic County. 10:33 to go here in the first. The Knights, boy, what a gift. They get the ball on the opening from scrimmage at the 19-yard line of the Buffs. Matucci finishes it off, 2-yard touchdown run, 7-0 Sacred Heart. It's a handoff, and boy, Knights are all over that one. Cam Cleveland, the first one. Take down Alex Dyke, one of the backs for Republic County. Offense for the Buffs tonight. Halfback is 5'10 senior, 142 Austin Scrivener. Alex Dyke, 5'10, 170, and a senior. He is a wingback. Quarterback is Cash Henke, 5'8, 135, and a sophomore. One back. Here's the Henke looking near side, overthrew as he was intending that pass. Levi White on the coverage for Sacred Heart. That was Maddox Wells for Sacred Heart. Just a hair under 10 minutes to go here in the first. So third and long now. Third and about 13. At about their own 37 are the Buffaloes. Left single receiver on the far side, actually to the right as well on the far side. Snap back to Henke. Rolling pressure back there, throws it up. Dangerous pass. Incomplete, far side. And Gotti on the coverage. And the intended receiver was Austin Scrivener. So just like that, fourth and long for the Buffaloes. And set to punt it back to Sacred Heart. Single back to receive for Sacred Heart. Quick end over end kick. That's Luke Cullen back for the Knights, and it's going to be downed just beyond the 30. It was Aiden Morris who downed it for Republic County. So they'll spot this one between the 31 and 32. First and 10 for the Knights. On their second drive of the game now. Gotti's going to go wide to the right. That's Jason Mars out there. Matucci under. Bogart backfield behind. Man in motion. Cheney pitch to him right side. 30, 35 near side 40. And it'll be close to a first down right in front. Going to be right at the first down mark, but look, it would seem. They will give him the first down. Sacred Heart moves the sticks, and the drive continues. Again, single receiver both sides. Bogart backfield, Matucci under center. Man in motion and a flag from the far side. And this will be a false start against Sacred Heart. So we'll back him up 5. I want to remind you, coming up throughout the evening, we'll have our area scoreboard brought to you by the Salina Surgical Hospital. We'll get some updates on the Salina and Saline County schools. The schools we're carrying tonight, southeast of Saline and Ellsworth, in a monster game in 2A. 7-0 are both of those teams. And that would be a fun one to see this evening. Man in motion. Left side pitch. Bogart now. Left side 35-40. Still on his feet to the 50, across the 50, down to the 40 and out of bounds on the far side. But flag at the Knight 35, and a holding violation will be called. So that'll cost the Knights 10 more. So it'll still be first down now, first and 25 for the blue and gold. Adam Coulter here this evening. And again, Avery Cadle on the camera tonight. We appreciate you listening and watching the Sacred Heart football with us here this evening. Senior night, the final home game in the regular season for the Knights. In the backfield, Thomas Cheney, the ball carrier, still on his feet, and gets that penalty yardage back. So still, it's second and 13. just short of 39. Clock rolling here. Again, same formation. Single receiver, right and left. Bogart again in the backfield. Bogart was the guy, it was fun to see him leading the Knights out. Left pitch, option left. And to the 45, across the 45 to the 46 on the carry. That time was Clarence Cleveland. It's a third and medium for the Knights. Need to get just beyond the Buffs 49.
It's third down. We got to get rowdy, all right? We got to get here.
Closing in now about 7.5. And you can probably hear in the background, I've got the Buffalo fans right below me. Again, Cheney in motion. And keeping himself just shy of the 50, so it's going to be fourth and oh no, it'll still be fourth down, but thought he was closer to the 50. They'll spot it at the 48 of the Knights. It's a good 3 yards. First. Gotti back in the huddle, calling in the play, or bringing in the play, I should say, from Coach Jennings. There we go, fourth down. We'll call it 50, and just short. He's going to be about a yard short, so the Knights are going to turn it over on downs. Got stood up right about the 50 and muscled for one more, but about a yard short, it looks like, of the first down, so it's going to be Buffalo ball. So the D for the Buffaloes with a short field. Going to try and get some points on the. But before that, a timeout's called by the Buffs. We'll take it as well. 6:36 to play, first quarter. Sacred Heart 7, Republic County nothing. You're watching and listening to Sacred Heart football on Salina Post, brought to you by Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine.
Whether on the field, court, or in the operating room, experience matters. A coach loves an experienced team just like a patient values an experienced doctor. Salina Ortho has ABOS board-certified physicians with over 40 years of orthopedic service. If you need help staying active or just want to discuss options regarding the newest techniques and services and specialties that Salina Ortho provides, see one of our trusted physicians or visit salinaortho.com. Salina Ortho, your voice, your choice, past, present, and future.
When does normal acute pain become abnormal chronic pain? Chronic pain can be one of two types, nociceptive and neuropathic. Each type differs based on what causes it, what it feels like, and what treatments may relieve it. Neuropathic pain can often be managed by a therapy called neurostimulation or spinal cord stimulation. If you suffer from chronic pain, ask your primary care physician for a referral to the Salina Pain Clinic. Our pain specialists will discuss the right options to manage your pain. Online at salinapainclinic.org.
And now back to your Sacred Heart Knights football with Adam Coulter.
Well, the Knights turned it over on downs. The holding call and the false start call put them back deep, and they would come up 1 yard short as the ball just across the midfield. Buffaloes are going to start it. Possession, that is. The play clock down to 0, and that should be a delay of game. Play clock's at 0, but well, being pressure quarterback far side, he's going to be ran out of bounds. Leon Rowe in pursuit of quarterback Cash Henke. Play clock was probably at 0 for a few seconds, but nonetheless, it's about a 5-yard loss on the play. Second down at 15 for the Buffs. Single back. Henke looking. Going right. Pass complete, but right there in pursuit with the tackle. On the far side, Bryson Gotti. Ball carrier, or the receiver, I should say, Alex Dyke for the Buffaloes. Ball now, that was a see the referee spotting it right on the 45. Short gain for the Buffaloes, still 3rd and long. Twins near side, Twins far side, single back. Back to Henke, going long, wounded duck. It's going to be like closest to it, diving but missing. Noah Hines. Boy, what a dangerous pass. He was trying to air it out. Under through the pass, and the closest jersey to it was a blue and gold one. 5:41 to play, first quarter, 7-0 Knights. Again, if you're just joining us, opening kickoff was fumbled by Republic County. The Knights took over on the Buffs 19. 7-0 Sacred Heart. 4th down punt, 4th and long now. This will be down right at the 35-yard line. So Sacred Heart's going to take over. So the Knights, a couple of big penalties on that last drive. They had great starting field position, I should say, near midfield, and consecutive penalties, a false start, then a hold. They went for it on a 4th and 4 play and were a yard short. So now their 3rd offensive series of the game. Man in motion, Dom Matucci. And still, it was Michael Matucci held on to it. Flag down. At a 4 or 5 yard gain pending the penalty call. Penalty's going to go against the Buffs, and it will take the ball up between the 44 and 45 of Sacred Heart. Single receiver either side. Bogart the single back once again. Michael Matucci under center. Man in motion, Gotti. Left side, Cam Cleveland, I should say, with it. The pitch to him. 45, far side 50, first down Knights. And going to fight his way near the 45. Looks like it'll be spotted between the 45 and 46 of Republic County. Knights back in Buffalo territory. So the clock winds one more time. As will be at about 5 minutes once Sacred Heart snaps the ball. And far side, Jason Mars. Near side, Bryson Gotti, the single receivers. Man in motion, Cleveland left to right. Matucci in the backfield. Ooh. Was given chase. That was Farmer snap from the front side. Sawyer Stevens from the back, converging for the tackle and the sack. 11-yard loss now, 2nd and 21 for the Knights. So again, Knights are going to find themselves with a good chunk of yardage for the first down. Man in motion. Cheney. Matucci looking for Cleveland, or Matucci, I should say, momentarily. Going to throw near side. Pass. Complete. Bogart with it across midfield to at the 47 of the Buffaloes. So we're down to just a hair over 4 minutes to go here in the first. So the Knights started off so quick. 7 seconds in, 11:53 to go in the first. They started their first play from scrimmage after the turnover, the muffed kickoff. 10:37 to go. Matucci capped off the drive with a 2-yard touchdown run. 7-0 Knights. That's where we sit as well here at the present. And whistle blown. Delay of game called against Sacred Heart. That'll cost the Knights 5. Just kind of teeter-tottering over that midfield stripe. Get a yard or two over it, then backed up again, but in manageable 3rd and 11. Maybe 2 down territory for the Knights the way it be. Matucci fakes a pitch, weak side, and off to his weak side being a right-handed thrower, but look at the feet of Matucci across what was the original first down mark, or the first original line of scrimmage, what I wanted to say. Trying to make something happen with those feet of his. So now it'll be 4th and long for the Knights. Ball just beyond the 45. Actually about 4th and 9, the first down marker at about the 36 of the Buffs. Single receiver near side. Well, they're going to punt it, we think. There's a snap to row. Line drive kick. Going to go into the end zone for a touchdown. Touchback. That was Leon Rowe with the kick for Sacred Heart. So it's going to be a touchback. 20-yard line is where the Buffs will take over. So
now we're ready. We're ready. We're just playing with it right now. Let's go, Buff!
So back and forth. After that initial score, both teams have held serve here. About 3.5 to go here in the first. There's a handoff and a short gain. And ball carrier Alex Dyke for Republic County. Give them a yard. 2nd down and 9 from their own 21 for Republic County. Back in there, twin receivers, near side on the left. 2 in the backfield. Snap. Option right, and out of bounds. It's going to really be lucky that went from quarterback Henke to Dykey on the option right play. It'll be a loss. But lucky that it wasn't worse. Comes Tegan Carswell in the game for Sacred Heart. Defender here. And the pass complete. And that's going to be a first down for the Buffs. No, check that. Got the yardage they lost back. They're across what was the original line of scrimmage. As we approach 2.5 to go here in the first. Bryson Gotti back in the game for Sacred Heart. Carswell's going to go out again. And back to receive for the Knights. It's like Don Matucci back there for the blue and gold. Here's the snap. And not Don Matucci, I take that back. That's Luke Colin. But he won't get any return at all, as the Buffs down it inside the 30 at the Sacred Heart Look like about the 27. And the Buffs 0-7, the Knights 1-6 here on senior night. Back in Salina one more time. Back in pregame, Tyler Henry talking with Norm Jennings, the head coach of the Knights, talking about this essentially, for all intents and purposes, is the Knights' first playoff game. The winner of this will be the 4th seed in the district and play the top seed in District 6, where the Knights are in District 5. Flag flies. The loser of this game would be the 5th seed and essentially not qualify. They would play the 5th seed from the other district, and that would end their season, regardless. Knights are backed up. 2:10 to go here in the first. 7-0 Knights. Gotti, the lone receiver here in the near side right. Matucci looking back, saying something to Bogart. Going to go option right. Going to keep it himself, a block in front of him, and beyond the 40, and that's going to be a first down for Sacred Heart. So they'll move the sticks for the Knights. Just over 2 to play in the first. Ball spotted right at the 44. Knights on their half of the field. And the drive continues. Far side, that's Mars. Singer receiver up top. Bogart in the backfield behind Matucci, who's under center. Man in motion left side, that's Cam Cleveland, 40. 45 left side, 50. 45-40. Still on his feet to about the 35-yard line and brought down on the far side. Nice run by Cam Cleveland for Sacred Heart. All the way down to just shy of the 4. Check that, the 35, I should say. So the Knights move the sticks one more time. Nice run by Cam Cleveland. They start the clock once again. Again, Bryson Gotti, single receiver on the near side. And Bogart behind Matucci, man in motion, Cheney. Matucci kept it himself, now 30, 25, 20. He may go, 10, 5, touchdown Sacred Heart. Michael Matucci from 35 yards out. 13-0 Sacred Heart. But there is a flag down. And the Knights, it's going to wipe that off the board. Oh, back to the line, back to work for Sacred Heart. Slinger receiver now to both sides. Cheney in motion. Makes a handoff, does Matucci, and he's going to be brought down for a loss and a sack. A couple of the Buffaloes converge on him. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 8 now as we go under a minute to go here in the opening quarter.
This is our best quarter so far this year. All right.
40 on the game clock, 13 on the play clock. And Singer receiver, left and right. Cheney again in motion. Matucci back, going to go left. Man down there, Mars, and it's out of his reach. So it's going to be 3rd and long now for the Knights with 24 seconds to go before the end of the opening quarter. And I would venture a guess, just based on where the Knights have the ball. This is probably 4-down territory. Two out wide again, one to each side. Bogart the lone back. Snap to Matucci. Fakes the handoff, fakes the pitch, keeps it himself to the 30. Crossing to the 25, to the 20, still on his feet. And he is going to go. 5, touchdown, Sacred Heart. And this time there are no flags on the field. 6 more for the Knights. .13 seconds left. And the PAT up and good by Cameron Yowie. 13 seconds left in the first, and now the Knights lead at 14-0 over the Buffaloes. We'll keep this one here. I want to remind you that later on tonight, tune into KINA, 9:10 a.m. or 107.5 FM. 10 o'clock tonight for the Kansas State High School Football Scoreboard Show, as you'll hear games and scores and game wraps from across the state. That's brought to you by Home Centers and Salina Surgical Hospital. Also want to say thanks to our many sponsors, including Salina Septic Service, Commercial Tire Center, Salina Ortho, APAC Shears, Hometown Disposal, Bennington State Bank, Maury Clinic, and Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine. So Matucci twice, or really 3 times. The second one negated by a penalty, but Matucci, the 2 that count. 2 runs from him. 13 seconds to go here in the opening quarter, and the Knights now on top 14-0. So Yoey's got it teed up for Sacred Heart. Back to receive. The Buffaloes end over. It's a nice looking kick. Near side taken at the 16, up to the 20, 25, 30. And brought down as a host of Knights come in. That was Levi White with the return. 7 seconds to go here in the first. We'll see if they get one more play in. 1st and 10 for the Buffs from their own 33. No, 28, check that. Likely the last play of the first quarter. Pass near side, man-on-man coverage, and boy, who's got it? And the Knights have said they picked it off, and they do out there. Noah Hines with the interception for the Knights in the first quarter, as was intended for Aiden Morris, and that will end the first. Sacred Heart 14, Republic County nothing. We'll come back with the second, and the Knights back on offense. You're listening and watching to Sacred Heart Football.
Whether on the field, court, or in the operating room, experience matters. A coach loves an experienced team just like a patient values an experienced doctor. Salina Ortho has ABOS board-certified physicians with over 40 years of orthopedic service. If you need help staying active or just want to discuss options regarding the newest techniques and services and specialties that Salina Ortho provides, see one of our trusted physicians or visit salinaortho.com. Salina Ortho, your voice, your choice, past, present, and future.
When does normal acute pain become abnormal chronic pain? Chronic pain can be one of 2 types, nociceptive and neuropathic. Each type differs based on what causes it, what it feels like, and what treatments may relieve it. Neuropathic pain can often be managed by a therapy called neurostimulation or spinal cord stimulation. If you suffer from chronic pain, ask your primary care physician for a referral to the Salina Pain Clinic. Our pain specialist will discuss the right options to manage your pain. Online at salinapainclinic.com. RepublicCountyClinic.org.
And now back to your Sacred Heart Knights football with Adam Coulter.
And welcome back here to Gene Bissell Field at JRI Stadium on the campus of Kansas Wesleyan University here at the Graves Family Sports Complex. Interesting thing to note that as the ball spotted just shy of the 50, the Knights, because of the muffed kickoffs to open the game, they started on offense, the first offensive series in the first quarter. The interception to end the first, they'll start with it here in the second. And they won the toss into first, so they'll start at least 3 of the first 4 quarters. Or 3 of the 4 quarters, rather, with the ball. Just based on the way the plays have turned out. Here's Cam Cleveland on a pitch. Left side, 50, 45. He may go one man to beat. Cleveland breaks the tackle and into the end zone. Touchdown, Sacred Heart. Not so much a tackle, but a shove by Aiden Morris on defense, but 50 yards, Cam Cleveland, 11 seconds into the second quarter. But just like that, there's Yowie on for the PAT, kick right through there, good looking kick. 11:49 to play, first half. 21-0. Sacred Heart on top of Republic County. You're watching and listening to Sacred Heart football on Salina Post, presented by Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine.
Whether on the field, court, or in the operating room, experience matters. A coach loves an experienced team just like a patient values an experienced doctor. Salina Ortho has ABOS board-certified physicians with over 40 years of orthopedic service. If you need help staying active or just want to discuss options regarding the newest techniques and services and specialties that Salina Ortho provides, see one of our trusted physicians or visit salinaortho.com. Salina Ortho, your voice, your choice, past, present, and future.
When does normal acute pain become abnormal chronic pain? Chronic pain can be one of 2 types, nociceptive and neuropathic. Each type differs based on what causes it, what it feels like, and what treatments may relieve it. Neuropathic pain can often be managed by a therapy called neurostimulation or spinal cord stimulation. If you suffer from chronic pain, ask your primary care physician for a referral to the Salina Pain Clinic. Our pain specialist will discuss the right options to manage your pain. Online at SalinaPainClinic.org.
And now back to your Sacred Heart Knights football with Adam Coulter.
50-yard run by Cam Cleveland, the third night score. Yowie tacks on the PAT one more time. Sacred Heart 21, Republic County nothing here. 11 seconds into the second quarter. Here's Yowie to kick it off. Going to go onside, a designed onside kick. Recovered on the far side by Republic County, so Knights trying to add another wrinkle to this one, and it doesn't pay off for them. They do actually give the Buffs a short field. Let's see if the defense can hold serve now. Right on the 40 for the Buffs at first, or on first down and 10. Republic County down 3 scores. Schrift's receiver is near side right. Singer receiver up top on the left. Lone back. Man in motion. And a handoff. That was Austin Scribner with the rush.
Austin Scribner. Tackled by number 5.
Might have got back to the line of scrimmage. Might have lost a half a yard. That looks about right. Ball now between the 39 and 40. So essentially second down and 10 for Republic County. Remember, after the game, we'll name our Gem of the Game, brought to you by Vernon Jewelers. Our Hit of the Game, presented by the Salina Pain Clinic. Second down play for the Buffs. Boy, right in there. Big Thomas Cheney. That was quarterback Cash Henke, and Thomas Cheney gave him a not so pleasant greeting. Another 2-yard loss. 2.5-yard loss. It's now about we'll call it 3rd and 13 from the 43. So the Knights D holding Republic County in base so far. 2 plays for negative yardage. Hand off, and the Knights do it one more time. That might be a short game, but it's still going to be 4th and long now for Republic County. And we'll call a timeout. This one's going to be a timeout called by the Buffs one more time. 10:13 to go in the second quarter. Sacred Heart 21, Republic County 0. You're listening and watching to Sacred Heart Football.
Whether on the field, court, or in the operating room, experience matters. A coach loves an experienced team just like a patient values an experienced doctor. Salina Ortho has ABOS board-certified physicians with over 40 years of orthopedic service. If you need help staying active or just want to discuss options regarding the newest techniques and services and specialties that Salina Ortho provides, see one of our trusted physicians or visit salinaortho.com. Salina Ortho, your voice, your choice, past, present, and future.
Out of the timeout, 10:13 to play before halftime. The Knights up 21-0. 4th and 13. And the Buffs going to go for it. Pass left side, boy, nearly intercepted far side. It was Maddox Wells who jumped the route. Got his hands on it, and the net for the Buffs was negative 3 yards on the drive. 10:09 to go now, second quarter. Sacred Heart up 3 scores with the ball.
Turnover on down. Next ball.
Singer receiver near side is Mars. Man in motion, Cannon Cleveland pitch left side. Off to Bogart. Cleveland man in motion, led the charge as his lead blocker. And it's a first down run for Sacred Heart. Out of bounds here on the near side. Up to the 44. So the Knights in Buffalo territory now. Singer receiver to each side. Far side, Wells in motion. Matucci looking out, going long in double coverage, and caught. It is a completion inside the 15. That's Noah Hines with the reception for the Knights, and into the red zone they go. Just beyond the 15. Into the red zone. Sacred Heart knocking on the door one more time. Another timeout call. We'll take it as well. 9:39 to play in the first half. It's Sacred Heart 21, Republic County nothing. You're watching and listening to Sacred Heart Football on Salina Post, presented by Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine.
Hometown Disposal is a locally owned and operated waste hauling company offering residential and commercial trash service. Hometown Disposal offers front load, roll off, and rear load disposal bins for all your waste hauling needs. Let Hometown Disposal assist you with all your daily, weekend, or seasonal cleanup jobs. Hometown Disposal offers waste disposal options that are simple, affordable, and stress-free. Hometown Disposal is the right choice for families, local business owners, and general contractors. Contact Hometown Disposal, Salina's premier waste hauling solution.
Back here at Kansas Wesleyan University, homecoming for the Yotes. Senior night tonight for Sacred Heart. here in Gene Bissell Field in JRI Stadium on the campus of Kansas Wesleyan. 1st and 10 from the 19, or check. Yeah, from the 15, I should say. Just inside the 15. Matucci going to be sacked right at the 15. So it's going to be 2nd down for the Knights. See if we can round up a few scores here at the moment. Our scoreboard, area scoreboard brought to you by Salina Surgical Hospital. Southeast of Saline, 8-0 over Ellsworth. That's actually a halftime score now. Salina Central, one game going on for Salina Central, their homecoming. Central 21, Arc City 20 at the end of one. Also Mays South 14, Salina South 13. There's a good one going on. And Wamego on top of Abilene after 14-0. Whistle at the snap. In the area scoreboard brought to you by Salina Surgical Hospital. 2nd down and 11 play, and it's going to be an offsides against. Penalty is going to go against the Knights. Back them up 5. And Mars lined up wide on the near side, right side, Noah Hines. Evan Bogart, the lone back again. Man in motion. And Matucci going to go long for the end zone. One-on-one coverage over there. And that may pass interference, possibly. It might have been offensive pass interference. But that was Hines over there, the defender, Aiden Morris for Republic County. Let's see with the white hat. And it will be against Republic County. So half the distance to the goal would be roughly the 7.5-yard line. Well, from the 15 it would have been. It's actually going to be right on the 10. So that brings up 2nd down and 5 for the Knights. Against single receiver to right and left. A loss on that play for the Knights. Matucci brought down there. And really no gain on the play. Back in there, Bogart. Far side, Hines, the lone receiver. Maddox Wells in there. Pitch right side. That's Don Matucci with it to the 10, to the 5. Is he going to be stopped? No, the flag is down.
That's by Don Matucci. Penalty flag on the play.
We'll see about the call. Holding on the Knights, so it's going to back up Sacred Heart. Ball at the 11. Well, it's going to be 3rd down and 6 for the Knights. Again, single receiver, both sides, right and left. Snap to Matucci. Hand it off. And right into a wall of Buffaloes on the carry. That was Bogart with nowhere to go. So it's going to be a 4th down play. Knights don't have to score, and they can still get a 1st down. Ball right on the 10. And just under 7 minutes to go. Timeout called now by the Knights. 6:56 to play, second quarter. Knights 21, Buffaloes nothing. You're watching and listening to Sacred Heart Football.
Looking to take the next step in your career? Consider an MBA from Kansas Wesleyan. You can complete the program fully online in as little as 1 year, and your last class is free. Want to be a part of one of the region's fastest growing universities? Visit kwu.edu/MBA today. That's kwu.edu/MBA. Whether on the field, court, or in the operating room, experience matters. A coach loves an experienced team just like a patient values an experienced doctor. Salina Ortho has ABOS board-certified physicians with over 40 years of orthopedic service. If you need help staying active or just want to discuss options regarding the newest techniques and services and specialties that Salina Ortho provides, see one of our trusted physicians or visit salinaortho.com. Salina Ortho, your voice, your choice, past, present, and future.
And now back to your Sacred Heart Knights football with Adam Coulter.
And back here in Salina. Here we go, 4th and 5 from the 10 of the Buffalo. Sacred Heart with it. Matucci under center. Single back, Domatucci in motion, and a flag flies. And they're going to call a false start against Sacred Heart. And Cam Yohe heading out on the field. Looks like the Knights may try for 3. Cam Yohe's nailed all 3 PATs thus far. Or are they? So it's going to be Bogart to hold. Yohe the kick up and nailed it. 25-yarder. 24-0 Knights. 6:47 to play here in the second. And mentioned a bit earlier, our gem of the game brought to you by Vernon Jewelers after this one. A hit of the game presented by the Salina Pain Clinic, and also our smart play of the game from Smart Insurance with locations in Salina, Abilene, and Harrington. We'll name those later on in this one. Also, don't forget when the Knights play at home, they've got a huge home field advantage with Sage products. From paper towels to soap and items from ceiling to floor, you'll see products from Sage. You can get the same home field advantage at your home or office by visiting SageSelects.com. 6:47 to play before halftime. 24-0 Knights. Right out the bat, if you're just joining us, the Knights won the toss, deferred to the second half. The opening kickoff was fumbled by Republic County. Knights took over at the Buffs 19. 10:37 in the first quarter. It was Matucci, a 2-yard touchdown run to cap off that short drive. And then Matucci again, bookending the first quarter. 13 seconds left. His second touchdown run. Kickoff for the Knights. Another good-looking kick, far side. And out of bounds. Flag flies. Noah Hines picked off a pass right at midfield to end the first quarter. The Knights, 1 play, 11 seconds. 50-yard touchdown run by Cam Cleveland. And then now at the 6:47 mark here of the second, Cam Yohe, 25-yard field goal to make it 24-0 Sacred Heart. So the kick out of bounds. And going to give the Buffs the ball at their own 35. Trips to the left. Single receiver near side on the right. Lone back alongside Cash Henke in their quarterback. Rolling to his right, option right, and just throws it. And boy, Gotti had the best shot at that one. Pass was intended for Austin Scribner. A little indecision there behind the line, as Cash Henke didn't have a whole lot of time to make a play. And the ball falls harmlessly to the turf. Twins to the far side, Twins to the near side. Single back. Snap to Henke. Hands it off, and not much running room there. It's going to be a loss on the play. I believe that was Alex Dyke, the ball carrier.
Run by number 6, Alex Dyke.
And it is.
Run down by number 67, Zachary Hernandez.
Again, I mentioned the 8 different districts in 1A. Sacred Heart in District 5 will take on a team from District 6 in the first round, which will begin next week. Snap, quick pass, and brought down by Maddox Wells. About the 38 or 39-yard line. The win tonight, these two teams they're fighting for the 4th and 5th seeds of the 5-team district. So with Sacred Heart, assuming that they win this one, they would take on the top seed in District 6. So you've got the 1 and the 4 from the opposite districts. You've got the 2 and the 3. From both districts, so it'd be the District 5 4 seed versus the District 6 1 seed. There's a pass incomplete, intended for Levi White. But me rambling about all that, real simply, we're looking at the Marion, trying to find an update, haven't got one as of yet, the Marion-Sedgwick score. Those are the two teams undefeated and playing for the top 2 seeds in District 6, which is where we would go next week. Whichever team wins that would be the top seed in the opposite district. So we're either most likely heading, assuming the Knights win this one, we'll be heading to Marion or to Sedgwick next Friday night for week 9. Single receiver to either side. Matucci under center. Cheney in motion. Pitch to him right side up to the 40, 35 to the 30, still on his feet. And inside the 30-yard line, close to a first down for the Knights. And just under 5 minutes now before halftime here on senior night for Sacred Heart. First down for the Cleveland in motion, right to left. And Matucci kept it himself. A big tackle after a short gain. Levi White brought him down.
Brought down by number 20, Levi White.
And that'll be spotted now at the 21. Knights back to the line, just shy of the red zone. Second down and a couple for Sacred Heart. Dom Matucci in motion, pitch from Michael Matucci to Dom Matucci. Little shake and bake by Dom up to the 15, and good for a first down for the Knights. Little juke move. Got him that first down a little more. Ball right on the 15. And back in the red zone are the Knights. Single receiver both sides. Mars on the near side. Gotti on the far side on the right. Man in motion. Gotti again, the handoff. Down to the 5 and in for a touchdown. That's Evan Bogart for the Knights. 15 yards out. 6 more for the Knights. Touchdown, Sacred Heart. All on the ground for the Knights. Cam Cleveland from 50. Evan Bogart from 15 now. Matucci twice on the ground. Ely for the PAT. 3 of 3 thus far. High snap, ball down, kick up. Nails it again. 31-0 Sacred Heart. 3:29 to play before halftime. We'll get a quick break in, come back with more. You're listening and watching Sacred Heart football on Salina Post, presented by Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine.
Insurance is something we all need in our business, home, car, and life. But do you really understand what's covered? And most importantly, what you are paying for? Hi, this is Rob Carlson in the Salina office of Smart Insurance. Change is good, especially if you haven't looked at your insurance policy lately. I can help you understand what you need and where the gaps are in your coverage. We provide free quotes and take pride in looking out for you. Smart Insurance, with locations in Salina, Abilene, and Harrington. Give us a call today.
And now back to your Sacred Heart Knights football with Adam Coulter.
And we are back. A big night for Sacred Heart tonight. They lost 3 tough ones to start the season. Got the win in week 4. Then lose 3 more against some very tough teams. And now tonight on the way, barring a big Buffalo comeback, so their second win of the season. They're going to try. Nope. Thought they were going to try onside one more time, but end over end, taking the far side, 25-30. That could have been dangerous for Sacred Heart. Ankle tackle, that was Matucci. The tackle. That could have been a lot more for the Buffs had it not been for Dom. 3:20 to play before time. Ball right on, well, the nose of the ball right on the 45. So again, good starting position for the Buffaloes. Mentioned at the outset, they're 0-7. They've had a tough schedule as well as the Knights. And that's going to be a short gain. Hopping over the pile, quarterback Cash Hinkey for Republic County. And a timeout's going to be called by Sacred Heart. We'll take it as well. 3:16 to play before halftime. The Knights 31, the Buffaloes 0. You're listening to and watching Sacred Heart football on Salina Post, presented by Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine.
Fall is full of great activities that keep us on the road. When you return to Home Sweet Home, your sewer back up into the house is the last thing you want to find. Now is the time to dial up Salina Septic Service and their 24-hour service. They will find the problem, fix the problem, and prevent future problems with the Septic Plus Protection Club. Special pricing and worry-free maintenance. Salina Septic Service, taking care of you now and preventing septic problems in the future. Find them online at salinasepticservice.com.
And now back to your Sacred Heart Knights football with Adam Coulter.
Out of the timeout, 3:16 to play before intermission on senior night here in Salina for Sacred Heart. Essentially no gain, so we'll call it 2nd down and 10. And no gain, the ball right back on the 45. Handoff right up the gut. That was Alex Dyke. Nice carry for him up the middle. About a 3 or 4 yard gain as we approach the 3-minute mark here in the second. And they'll give him 4. The ball just shy of the 49. Mentioned earlier, just a tough year for the Buffaloes. They've scored 6 points apiece in 3 games. They've been shut out in 4 more. And here in week 8, being shut out at the moment by Sacred Heart. Singer receiver on the far side, man in motion. Dyke the ball carrier one more time. This time he'll lose about 3. Back to the 46. And timeout by one more time. We'll take it with him. 2:33 to play before halftime. Sacred Heart 31, Republic County 0. You're listening and watching to Sacred Heart Football.
Salina Surgical Hospital is a high-quality surgical facility with a comfortable and home-like atmosphere. Together with our community's greatest doctors, we are committed to a patient care model where exceptional satisfaction is the norm and every patient feels like they are treated with respect, dignity, and compassion. Salina Surgical Hospital is partially owned by a group of local community-involved physicians. Talk to your doctor about scheduling your next procedure with us. Salina Surgical Hospital. Your voice, your choice.
And now back to your Sacred Heart Knights football with Adam Coulter.
Adam Coulter along with you. Also, Avery Cato on the camera this evening. Thanks to Avery for all her work tonight and throughout the entire season. Couldn't bring in this Knights games to you without her. 31-0 Knights with just over 2.5 to play before the halftime break. 4th and 9. Oh, there it goes. Yeah, sorry to say the scoreboard shows 3rd. Chang Yang shows 4th. Pitch left side and right there to meet Dyke, but he evades one tackler and Michael Matucci missed, but along there to help out Cleveland and Don Matucci. Knock him out of bounds. So it's going to be a turnover on downs. The ball back to the Knights at the 49. So the Knights force the turnover. And just as the Buffs had started with good field position on the 4-5, or just shy of midfield, Knights afford the same option here. Far side, that's Noah Hines lining out wide. Single back. Matucci and Matucci to Matucci. Little flip to the left. It's going to play. That'll be down to about 2 minutes when the Knights snap the ball next. So we'll call it 2nd down and 12. The ball back to the 47. Comes Tegan Carswell back on the field for the Knights. Again, Hines wide up top. Near side. Carswell lined up as a lone receiver here on the near sideline. Again, Matucci in motion. It's Dom. Boy, Michael Matucci now a little room to run to the 45, 40, 35, 30, far side. And out of bounds he goes. It's going to be a 1st down for Sacred Heart. Right about the 25, they'll spot it. 1st down for the Knights, knocking on the door of the red zone one more time. First and 10 for the Knights, trying to add one more score here in just over 90 ticks of the clock before halftime. And Carswell lined up wide on the near side. Far side Hines. Don Matucci in motion. Lone back was Wells. Now Matucci airs it out. Pass is dropped. That was Don Matucci, and you could see and put the heads up on, or the hands on the helmet. Just didn't haul that one in. A tough play for Don Matucci. And Singer receivers to each side one more time. Nice now rotating different guys in as the backfield. That's Wells with it. Nice spin move, but there's a flag up on the near side, and Nice spin and a nice little run by Maddox Wells. Another freshman out there for Sacred Heart. But a flag comes from the near side. And they're going to call Sacred Heart with a hold.
Holding on the offense. 10-yard penalty.
So it's going to back the Knights up. It'll remain second down. And the ball will be spotted at the 31 of the Buffaloes. Back to the line one more time, Sacred Heart. Matucci back and air it out. One-on-one down there. Oh, a nice play. Intended for Noah Hines and knocked away by Aiden Morris. Couple of white jerseys over there, but one of the Buffaloes had another step on the other one. It became essentially a one-on-one situation, but a nice play defensively by the Buffs. So Hines gonna line up, I should say, on the far side one more time. Near side Carswell. That's Thomas Cheney, or not, check that. Matucci with it, looking downfield, gonna air it out one more time in double coverage this time, tipped away and intercepted. That'll be a touchback, as that was Carswell. And Aiden Morris.
Buffaloes take over at the 20-yard line.
And Levi White forced the turnover. I mentioned before the turnover, the Knights had been rotating different guys in the backfield. They had Tristan Hitchens in there a little bit ago. Getting some of the younger guys out there. That might be offsides on the Knights, and it will be. Knights trying to get a jump on a blitz and crossed the neutral zone too early, so the ball's going up to the 25, 1st and 5 for the Buffaloes. Twin receivers, far side left, near side right, lone back. Back, pass left side, pass caught, and out of bounds, pass complete to Levi White. 42 seconds left before halftime. First down for the Buffs on their own 32. Trips to the near side right, single receiver up top, far side left. Snap to quarterback Hinkie. And it's going against the Knights one more time, another offsides penalty. So it's going to be a 1st and 5 now. And they'll spot it now at the 37. And for the Knights, the score aside, up 31. Still some frustration with some unforced errors, so to speak. Snap, pass. Call it incomplete. Intended for Aiden Morris. 2nd and 5. Just under 30 seconds left here in the second. Again, coming up at halftime, brought to you by Kansas Wesleyan University. Talk about the scoring plays for the Knights in the first half. Also get you some scores from the area. Brought to you by Salina Surgical Hospital. Left side. And up to the 40. It's going to be 3rd and short now for the Buffs. Abram Anderson, the tackle for Sacred Heart. Third and 3. Ball just beyond the 39. And trips to the left, single receiver near side. One man in the backfield along with Cash Hinkie. Hinkie near side. Dumped off to Dyke. And a run across, like tight-roping the sideline. Called out of bounds. Across midfield, a big run. Oh, it basically went from 139 to the other one. So that would be a 22-yard run. Got the Buffaloes fans riled up. Many of them right below me here in the stands. Nick Kendall now in the backfield, along with Hinkie getting chased. Pass complete, and up to about the 35 or 36. Four seconds left, and barring a defensive penalty, should be the last play of the half. Ball right on the 36. 2nd and 7. Low snap. Hinkie looking long into coverage and intercepted by the Knights, and that's going to end the first half. Noah Hines, his second pick, and that one ends the first half. So Knights are going to go in with a 4-score lead. 31-0. The Knights on top of the Buffaloes here on the Knights senior night here in Salina. We'll get a break in. We will come back and start our halftime, brought to you by Kansas Wesleyan University on their homecoming weekend. Again, the score here at halftime, Sacred Heart 31, Republic County 0. You're listening and watching to Sacred Heart Football on Salina Post, presented by Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine.
Salina Surgical Hospital is a high-quality surgical facility with a comfortable and home-like atmosphere. Together with our community's greatest doctors, we are committed to a patient care model where exceptional satisfaction is the norm and every patient feels like they are treated with respect, dignity, and compassion. Salina Surgical Hospital is partially owned by a group of local community-involved physicians. Talk to your doctor about scheduling your next procedure with us. Salina Surgical Hospital. Your voice, your choice.
Fall is full of great activities that keep us on the road. When you return to Home Sweet Home, your sewer backing up into the house is the last thing you want to find. Now is the time to dial up Salina Septic Service and their 24-hour service. They will find the problem, fix the problem, and prevent future problems with the Septic Plus Protection Club. Special pricing and worry-free maintenance. Salina Septic Service, taking care of you now and preventing septic problems in the future. Find them online at salinasepticservice.com.
Insurance is something we all need in our business, home, car, and life. But do you really understand what's covered? And most importantly, what you are paying for? Hi, this is Rob Carlson in the Salina office of Smart Insurance. Change is good, especially if you haven't looked at your insurance policy lately. I can help you understand what you need, and where the gaps are in your coverage. We provide free quotes and take pride in looking out for you. Smart Insurance, with locations in Salina, Abilene, and Harrington. Give us a call today.
This month, Salina Medical Aesthetics is featuring their pigment control regimen, an all-encompassing system formulated to help treat hyperpigmentation, severe texture damage, and sun damage. Treat severely dull, dry, rough, and leathery skin to help restore a smooth, healthy glow. Great to use as a pre- or post-procedure skin conditioning to help maintain results longer. Helps improve overall appearance and quality of skin. Save 20% off this regimen and visit Salina Medical Aesthetics on social media and salinamedesthetics.org for more.
Everyone at Vernon Jewelers would like to thank you for coming into the store and celebrating our 139th anniversary. We'd like to remind you the holiday season is not far away. Shop now and get those great holiday gift ideas for that special someone or special occasion. We can custom order and find that unique to you piece, so stop in. Our service shop is ready to serve you and take care of anything you may need from repair to cleaning. Vernon Jewelers in downtown Salina, where it's the little things that matter since 1884.
APAC Kansas Incorporated has been building the Heartland from the ground up for over a century. From the supply of aggregate materials, hot mix asphalt, and concrete to the construction of roads and bridges, we do it all. You've seen our trucks, and now we want to hire you. APAC in Salina is growing, and we are hiring for all positions. From truck drivers to mechanics, general laborers, and construction, APAC has your next career. For more details, visit the job links page at salinapost.com. Great pay and benefits, APAC is an equal opportunity employer.
Back here at halftime, 31-0 the score. The Knights on top of the Buffaloes. Sacred Heart enjoying themselves on senior night. And in just a moment, I want to just go up and down the roster, and mention the seniors here. First, I do want to mention our halftime brought to you by Kansas Wesleyan University here on the field in the home of the Kansas Wesleyan Coyotes. As I want to welcome you back to Gene Bissell Field at JRI Stadium on the campus of Kansas Wesleyan and at the Graves Family Sports Complex. Beautiful facility here in Salina. And mention as well, Tyler Henry on the call. It'll be on KINA tomorrow. Homecoming for the Yotes this weekend. 4 o'clock pregame, 5 o'clock kickoff on 910 KINA or 107.5 FM. And that'll be the homecoming game tomorrow, taking on the Spires of St. Mary against the Yotes here of Kansas Wesleyan. That'll be, again, 9:10 a.m. or 107.5 FM, KINA for that one. Tyler Henry on the call. Pregame at 4. Kickoff set for 5 o'clock tomorrow afternoon from right here at the stadium. Area scoreboard brought to you by Salina Surgical Hospital. And let me see what we've got for updates. Of course, our score here, 31-0. Sacred Heart on top of Republic County at the half. Another halftime score. I mentioned it was Maize South 14, Maize South 14, Salina South 13. And Maize has blown it wide open. The Maize South Mavericks quarterback Tate McNew, 266 yards passing, 69 yards rushing in the half, 5 total touchdowns. And Maize South has blown it wide open over the Cougars. That score at Maize South, 42-13, is Maize South on top of Salina South. Salina Central, likewise, opening up a lead. It was 21-20 at last check after the first, as the Mustangs at home here in Salina, they're taking on Arc City. And the Mustangs have opened up a 42-20 lead. That's a halftime score as well. Other scores from the area. And still looking for we'd mentioned the Sedgwick and the Marion score. Trying to see if I can find that particular score. A couple of teams we've seen, and boy, a good one going on. Valley Heights 8, Smith Center 6. Boy, what a defensive stalemate going on there. Again, halftime score, Valley Heights 8, Smith Center 6. 2 more teams in this same league along with Sacred Heart. Halftime, Southeast of Saline, our game tonight with Devin Haney on the call. Southeast leads it 8-0 over Ellsworth. Both teams, just as they did last year, coming into this one in Week 8. 7-0, both teams with that identical unbeaten record last year that Southeast got the win. And right now this year, at least for the moment, Southeast holding on to an 8-0 lead. Again, that's a halftime score with Southeast and Ellsworth, the Bearcats, and the Trojans in that one. Looks like those are the scores that we have at this point here for the area and games of interest in the district. And again, we're going to try and eventually, hoping by the time the broadcast ends, that we can get you that Marion and Sedgwick score. If not, as soon as we can get it on there, we will have that later on a recap story on SalinaPost.com. So if I don't get it on here during the broadcast, we will for sure get that on at some point tonight or early tomorrow. You can check that out again at Salina Post, as we'll have recaps of all the area games that we've been carrying, in particular the southeast of Saline and Ellsworth game, and this one here with Sacred Heart and Republic County here tonight. Again, senior night tonight for Sacred Heart, and as a senior football player is being recognized here on the field, I'm going to go to the list of all the seniors, and Luca Adami. And really interesting thing, he was actually the first one introduced, and we were in a break, but I could hear that he's going to return to Italy. He's actually an exchange student, so heading back to Italy to finish up his high school education next year, and he'll be missed. So Luca Adami, a senior for Sacred Heart, at 6 foot, 160 pounds. Cooper Ivy, a senior, 5'10", 214. Also Eli Young, a senior, 5'10", 164. Andy Marshall, 5'10", 184. Landon Pilcher, continuing the list of the seniors for Sacred Heart, 6 foot, 186. Also Cam Cleveland. He's had some struggles this year with injury, but back and had a big 50-yard touchdown run. We'll get back to the breakdown or the scoring plays for the Knights here as we continue halftime. But Cam Cleveland, 5'10", 157, and one of the seniors. Evan Bogart back tonight from injury as well. Evan is senior at 6'2" and 198. He also has a score tonight. He had the final one, a 15-yard run at the 3:29 mark of the second quarter, which made the score 30-0. Tack on the PAT for the fourth time did Cam Yohe, and the Knights lead at 31-0. Cam Yohe, also one of the seniors, that kicker for the Knights, 5'11", 164. Also Dane Goss, a senior, 6'2", 265, a big lineman for the Knights. Jason Mars in there tonight, 6'2", and 216, and a senior. Also Thomas Cheney, 5'11", 183. And finally Michael Matucci, a senior, 5'7", 144. And earlier during pregame and really throughout the season, we've talked about him, offense, defense, really the heart and soul of this team, but so many great players. Statistically, Michael leads in a lot of categories, but I know that he knows he couldn't do it without all these great teammates of his. And there's a list of seniors one more time going down the list again. Cameron Yohe, Dane Goss, Jason Mars, Michael Matucci, Thomas Cheney, Evan Bogart, Cam Cleveland, Landon Pilcher, Andy Marshall, Eli Young, Cooper Ivy, and Luca Adami. The seniors saying goodbye to the Knights on their home field. Final game on the home field for those guys, the seniors for the Sacred Heart Knights football team. We'll go ahead and take another break. We'll come back and we will go over the scoring plays in the first half. Halftime score, the Knights 31 and the Buffaloes nothing. You're listening and watching to Sacred Heart Football.
Your next visit to the doctor for an upcoming procedure or surgery should start with a conversation about Salina Surgical Hospital. Hi, this is Geraldine Diedrich, and we are truly committed to fostering your health and well-being. From outpatient procedures to inpatient stays, you will feel the difference in our excellent care and compassion. Talk to your doctor about scheduling your next procedure at Salina Surgical Hospital. Your surgical experience is our specialty. Salina Surgical Hospital is partially owned by a group of local community-involved physicians.
5 minutes. 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 5
The Bennington State Bank proudly supports local sports and wants each student to know that their hard work and talent is noticed and appreciated. At Bennington State Bank, they care about local communities and are committed to fostering long-term relationships through the delivery of excellent customer service, integrity, and fairness. From helping local businesses to supporting community youth and nonprofits to helping you purchase your dream home or invest in your future, Bennington State Bank is here to help. Give them a call to experience exceptional banking with hometown service. Bennington State Bank, your trusted hometown bank. Member FDIC.
Summer travel can damage and destroy your tires. Commercial Tire Centers encourages you to check for proper inflation. Underinflation or overinflation, along with the extreme Kansas heat, can cause a blowout, damage to your vehicle, and even cause accidents. Make sure your passenger car, truck, RV, and trailer tires are all ready to hit the road when you visit Commercial Tire. We'll even check your spare tire. Commercial Tire Centers, West Crawford and North 9th in Salina.
Commercial Tire Centers, where service is everything.
Maury Clinic is pleased to welcome obstetrician and gynecologist Dr. Mariah Jones. Dr. Jones is a Salina area native and is excited to return to her roots and care for the women of North Central Kansas. She completed medical school and residency at the University of Kansas School of Medicine. Dr. Jones is joining Drs. Knox, Prendergast, Morgan, Ablard, and Roche at Maury Women's Clinic in Salina. Schedule your appointment with Dr. Jones by calling 785-827-7261 or visit MauryClinic.com to learn why you matter more at Maury.
Hometown Disposal is a locally owned and operated waste hauling company offering residential and commercial trash service. Hometown Disposal offers front load, roll off, and rear load disposal bins for all your waste hauling needs. Let Hometown Disposal assist you with all your daily, weekend, or seasonal cleanup jobs. Hometown Disposal offers waste disposal options that are simple, affordable, and stress-free. Hometown Disposal is the right choice for families, local business owners, and general contractors. Contact Hometown Disposal, Salina's premier waste hauling solution.
Looking to take the next step in your career? Consider an MBA from Kansas Wesleyan. You can complete the program fully online in as little as 1 year, and your last class is free. Want to be a part of one of the region's fastest growing universities? Visit kwu.edu/MBA today. That's kwu.edu/MBA.
And now back to your Sacred Heart Knights football with Adam Coulter.
Welcome back once again to Gene Bissell Field at JRI Stadium at the Graves Family Sports Complex on the campus of Kansas Wesleyan University. As senior night continues, the seniors in the fall sports being recognized. Cross country, volleyball, and football among them. 31-0 the halftime score. The Knights on top of the Buffaloes this evening here in a shutout thus far for Sacred Heart. I want to congratulate all the seniors. I'd mentioned that list here momentarily before the last break. And speaking of some of those seniors, finding the end zone here tonight, I guess I didn't think about that. It's actually all seniors that have kind of a neat thing here on senior night. Michael Matucci, well, the opening quarter, the Knights won the opening coin toss. They deferred to the second half. Opening kickoff, the Knights was muffed by the receiver for Public County. The Knights fell on it. The Knights took over to open the game. At the 19-yard line of the Buffaloes, only took the Knights, not a minute and a half into the game. 10:37 mark of the first quarter. Matucci capped off the 19-yard drive, 2-yard touchdown run. Yowie tacked on the PAT. It's 7-0 Sacred Heart at that point. And then the Knights, a turnover on downs, and back and forth possessions went. Matucci actually ran for a second touchdown in the final minute, but called back due to penalty. But a second time, Matucci ran it in from about 33 yards out. 13 seconds left in the half, or rather the first quarter, I should say, and that made it 14-0 as Yowie tacked on another PAT. Noah Hines, an interception to end the first quarter, gave the Knights the possession to start the second quarter, so a little interesting tidbit as the Knights started with the first play from scrimmage in the first and the second, and now they'll start with the ball here in the third quarter as well. already up 31-0 in this one. So back to the end of the first, start of the second quarter. Hines with the interception, as I mentioned, to end the first. Then 11:49 in the opening 11 seconds. Knights one play from scrimmage. 50-yard TD run by Cam Cleveland. The PAT, Yowie one more time, nailed that. 21-0 Knights at that point. 6:47 mark of the second quarter. Cam Yowie from 25 yards out. That made it 24-0 Sacred Heart. And at the 3:29 mark of the third, not sure why I'm getting ahead of myself. 3:29 mark of the second quarter. Evan Bogart from 15 yards out for another touchdown run. PAT by Yowie one more time, and that made it 31-0 where we sit right now. So Michael Matucci with 2 touchdown runs, Cam Cleveland with 1, Evan Bogart with 1, and Cam Yowie a field goal and 4 PATs. And interestingly enough, all those guys are seniors on this Sacred Heart team. So again, 31-0 the score, and I do want to take one more look at some of the area scores as we continue here with an extended halftime. Southeast of Saline has extended their lead. Again, that game over on KINA, 910 AM or 107.5 FM. It was 8-0 at halftime. Southeast has opened that one up now. The lead is 24-0 between those two teams, both coming in 7-0 on the season. May South up 42-13 on Salina South. That at one point after one was 14-13, but a big second quarter, I should say, for the Mavs. May South on top of Salina South, 42-13. Halftime score, that's a halftime score as well by the Mavs and the Cougars. Also at half, Salina Central 42, Arc City 20. A couple of teams we mentioned that we've seen this season, they're in the district here, District 5, along with Sacred Heart. Valley Heights Smith Center, last update at halftime, 8-6. Valley Heights on top of the Redmond of Smith Center by a couple in that one. And also had an Abilene score real quick. Again, that was an earlier score. Another area school. Wamego was up on Abilene. Our latest update with that one back in the first. That was 14-0 as Wamego led Abilene. Get one more break in. We will come back with more as our halftime continues, brought to you by Kansas Wesleyan University. And again, don't forget, homecoming weekend for the Yotes. They'll take on the Spires of St. Mary tomorrow. Tyler Henry on the call. Again, that'll also be on KINA, 910 AM or 107.5 FM, or Salina Post, with the streaming audio and video there as well. 4 o'clock pregame tomorrow afternoon, 5 o'clock kickoff for that one as the Yotes host the Spires right here from JRA Stadium. 31-0 Knights. We'll take another break and we will come back and move in the direction to start the second half after this break. You're listening and watching the Sacred Heart football on Salina Post, brought to you by Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine.
Salina Surgical Hospital is a high-quality surgical facility with a comfortable and home-like atmosphere. Together with our community's greatest doctors, we are committed to a patient care model where exceptional satisfaction is the norm and every patient feels like they are treated with respect, dignity, and compassion. Salina Surgical Hospital is partially owned by a group of local community-involved physicians. Talk to your doctor about scheduling your next procedure with us. Salina Surgical Hospital. Your voice, your choice.
Fall is full of great activities that keep us on the road. When you return to home sweet home, your sewer backing up into the house is the last thing you want to find. Now is the time to dial up Salina Septic Service and their 24-hour service. They will find the problem, fix the problem, and prevent future problems with the Septic Plus Protection Club. Special pricing and worry-free maintenance. Salina Septic Service, taking care of you now and preventing septic problems in the future. Find them online at salinasepticservice.com.
Insurance is something we all need in our business, home, car, and life. But do you really understand what's covered? And most importantly, what you are paying for? Hi, this is Rob Carlson in the Salina office of Smart Insurance. Change is good, especially if you haven't looked at your insurance policy lately. I can help you understand what you need and where the gaps are in your coverage. We provide free quotes and take pride in looking out for you. Smart Insurance, with locations in Salina, Abilene, and Hamilton. Give us a call today.
This month, Salina Medical Aesthetics is featuring their pigment control regimen, an all-encompassing system formulated to help treat hyperpigmentation, severe texture damage, and sun damage. Treat severely dull, dry, rough, and leathery skin to help restore a smooth, healthy glow. Great to use as a pre- or post-procedure skin conditioning to help maintain results longer. Helps improve overall appearance and quality of skin. Save 20% off this regimen and visit Salina Medical Aesthetics on social media and salinamedesthetics.org for more.
Everyone at Vernon Jewelers would like to thank you for coming into the store and celebrating our 139th anniversary. We'd like to remind you the holiday season is not far away. Shop now and get those great holiday gift ideas for that special someone, special occasion. We custom order and find that unique to you piece. So stop in. Our service shop is ready to serve you and take care of anything you may need from repair to cleaning. Vernon Jewelers in downtown Salina, where it's the little things that matter since 1884.
APAC Kansas Incorporated has been building the Heartland from the ground up for over a century. From the supply of aggregate materials, hot mix asphalt, and concrete to the construction of roads and bridges, we do it all. You've seen our trucks, and now we want to hire you. APAC in Salina is growing, and we are hiring for all positions. From truck drivers to mechanics, general laborers, and construction, APAC has your next career. For more details, visit the job links page at salinapost.com. Great pay and benefits, APAC is an equal opportunity employer.
Now back to your Sacred Heart Knights football with Adam Coulter.
Winding down with halftime this evening, Adam Coulter and Avery Cato on the broadcast. Hope you're enjoying the video tonight. Hope you're enjoying the game, period. 31-0 Sacred Heart as we wind down the last 90 seconds or so before the start of the third quarter. Sacred Heart up 31, and I want to thank our sponsors while I got a chance here as well. Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine, Salina Ortho, APAC Shears, Salina Septic Service, Commercial Tire, Hometown Disposal, Bennington State Bank, and Maury Clinic, all proud sponsors of Sacred Heart Football and here at Salina Post. A final minute here before the start of the third. Again, the Knights won the coin toss at the outset. They deferred, so they're going to receive it here to start the second half. And they were fired up before this one ever got going. If you heard Coach's interview, Tyler Henry talking with Norm Jennings, the head coach of the Knights, they were ready after practice last night to get this one going. Probably all week for that matter. But fired up right now, and why not? They should be. Good game going on for the Knights here tonight. And again, interesting thing that the Knights, and it didn't dawn on me until I went through the individual scoring plays, but all 5 scores, the 4 touchdowns, the 4 PATs, and the field goal, all accounted by seniors here on senior night, so only appropriate. 12 minutes up on the clock and just about set for the start of the second half here from Salina, Kansas Wesleyan University. Again, a reminder, assuming, and as long as nothing crazy happens and the Buffs come back, assuming the Knights hold on here in the second half, the Knights will take on the winner, whether it be Marion or Sedgwick. So we're going about an hour either straight south or southeast, one or the other. But one way or another, it's going to be about an hour trip next Friday night. We do know that much. We just don't know which way we're going necessarily. But if I don't have that final score by the time we go off the air this evening, I will have it on the website at Salina Post with our recap story of this one. Low squib kick. Taken at the 35 to the 40, still with it now crossing field. Noah Hines, 45-50 near side, giving chase. 40-35 and down at about the 32 near side. Nice return by Noah Hines. Teammates along the sideline here letting him know about it. Well, there's a great run. And the Knights in business. And really, by and large, both teams have had great field position to start a majority of their drives, but this one all the way down to the 31. 1st and 10 for the Knights. Up top, far side single receiver Bryson Gotti. Near side, Jason Mars. In backfield. Center. Dom Matucci in motion. Pitch from Michael to Dom. Right side 30. 25. Close to a first down. A little stutter step, and that's good for a first down in the red zone. Go the Knights. Down to the 18.
Tackled by number 20,
Levi White, the tackle made by the Buffs. I started to say Jordan King, who's 24, 23 I saw just run out on the field. That's the one number I don't have on my roster for the reason. Single receivers to both sides. Pitch in the backfield. That's Cam Cleveland. He may go 10-5. Touchdown, Sacred Heart. Cam Cleveland from 18 yards out. And again, on the ground. That's 5 now for the Knights. 11-10 to go here in the third. Yoey on for his 5th attempt. He's nailed all 4 previous ones. Bobart to hold. Yoey, it's up, and that one, he hooked it left, so he's 4 or 5, but 37-0 the score. On top by 5 scores now. 50 seconds gone by, early third quarter. We'll get a break in. Come back with more. You're listening to Sacred Heart Football. You're listening to it and watching it on Salina Post, presented by Salina Orthopedic and Sports Medicine.
APAC Kansas Incorporated has been building the Heartland from the ground up for over a century. From the supply of materials, hot mix asphalt, and concrete to the construction of roads and bridges, we do it all. You've seen our trucks, and now we want to hire you. APAC in Salina is growing, and we are hiring for all positions. From truck drivers to mechanics, general laborers, and construction, APAC has your next career. For more details, visit the job links page at salinapost.com. Great pay and benefits. APAC is an equal opportunity employer.
Now back to your Sacred Heart Knights football with Adam Coulter.
Back in Salina here at JRI Stadium, Gene Bissell Field. 18-yard run by Cam Cleveland makes it 37-0. The PA missed that time here on senior night. And Yoey tees it up to kick it off. Alex Dyke back to receive for the Buffaloes, as is Levi White. Not sure if that was designed to go to the far side like that, but it's going to be a short return. Thomas Cheney with the tackle for the Knights. And I think that was Alex Dyke with the return, a short one for the Buffs, up to the nose of the ball, just about on the 35. .11:06 to play, third quarter. The Knights up 37-0. Back to the line, trips to the near side right. Single receiver, far side left. Quarterback at Hinkie. Dykes in the backfield with him, and from behind, nearly a sack. Gets the pass off. And give him credit. That was Ben Mars with the tackle for Sacred Heart. But for Dyke, could have been a loss of yardage, but fought forward, got a couple, and it'll be 2nd and 8 for Republic County. So trips now up top. Well, no, they're. How many are going up there? 5 wide up top. Empty backfield pass. And that's going to be incomplete, as it was Hankey intended for Dyke. And Noah Hines on the coverage for Sacred Heart. So it's 3rd down and long now for the Buffaloes. Nice trying to move their record to 2-6 on the season. Buffalo's trying to avoid moving to 0-8. Man motion. Top to bottom. And flag, and that's going to be delay a game against the Buffaloes. That was Connor, take that back, that was Austin Scribner. All the way from essentially the top, almost sideline to sideline, but the end result is a loss of 5, and now 3rd and 13 at the 31. 4 wide left side, 1 wide near side, shotgun, empty backfield, and here's run to the 50. Inside Knight territory, down to the 44-45. Quarterback Hankey, Cash Hankey for the Buffaloes. It says 3rd and long, no problem. They'll spot it at about the 45. I mentioned the Buffs. Just game after game, a tough schedule, but 4 shutouts in particular, but showing some flashes of nice plays, just not able to string a whole lot together. There's Hankey again to the 50, to the 45, pass near side, caught on the coverage. It was Tegan Carswell, pass complete to Scribner. And what'll be the call this time? It's going to be against the Knights. Pass interference call against Sacred Heart. So under 10 to play here in the 3rd. See where they spot the ball.
Penalties decline. Result of the play, 1st down.
So the Buffs decline the penalty, take the 1st down inside the 30 to about the 27, 1st and 10. Five wide, trips up top, Twins down low, running for his life and tipped into the air, and boy, dangerous. That was Tristan Hitchens that tipped it up. Had some blue jerseys behind, but ball falls harmlessly to the turf. So it's going to be 2nd down and 10 for Republic County. $37-0 Knights on top here on senior night. Trips to the near side right. Single receiver up top to the left. Lone back. And there's a pass thrown away by quarterback Cash Hankey. So it's 3rd and 10. And one would think probably 4 down territory here. based on the score and the field position. So 3rd and 10 for the Buffs. Ball at the night 27. Back in the backfield along with Hinkie. Looking to his right, and that's going to be incomplete. Intended for Levi White.
Fastball's incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
So now it's 4th down. Trips to the right, single receiver up top to the left. Single back along with quarterback Hinkie is Dyke. Looks that way, goes over the middle, pass caught inside the 20. Brought down by Hines. Pass complete to Aiden Morris. Ball down to the 16. So in the red zone is Republic County, trying to get out the schneid, so to speak, and get that goose egg off the board. And the Knights, just the opposite, playing for a little pride, I'm sure, trying to pitch that shutout and keep it scoreless. There's a pass to the near side, intended for Nick Kendall. Incomplete. Under 9 to play, 3rd quarter. Buffalo's on a 4th and 10 play. Pass over the middle, complete. The drive continues. Buffalo's in the red zone. Twin receivers, right and left. Man in motion. And getting chased and escorted out of bounds on the far side is quarterback Hinkie.
Cash Hinkie pushed out of bounds by number 5, Dom.
That was Dom Matucci with the tackle. Clock rolls again. Third down. Back to the line. Hinkie looked like an option left and goes nowhere. It's going to be a sack. Ben Mars, quarterback sack for him. As we approach the 8-minute mark here of the third. So it's 4th down once again. Looks like the offense staying on the field one more time for the Buffaloes. Down 37. Single receiver to the near side. Trips to the far side. In the backfield is Hinkie, or Dyke rather, with quarterback Hinkie. Goes to Dyke. And a touchdown saving tackle, or was it? It is 6. And you can hear the Buff fans in front of me. Just their 4th touchdown all season long. And they have had so much frustration throughout the year. Nice to see them, something to cheer about. Just 7:32 mark here of the third. Gonna go for 2. And gonna be stopped short. 7:32 to go here in the third. It's now. You're listening and watching to Sacred Heart Football.
Summer travel can damage and destroy your tires. Commercial Tire Centers encourages you to check for proper inflation. Underinflation or overinflation, along with the extreme Kansas heat, can cause a blowout, damage to your vehicle, and even cause accidents. Make sure your passenger car, truck, RV, and trailer tires are all ready to hit the road when you visit Commercial Tire. We'll even check your spare tire. Commercial Tire Centers, West Crawford and North 9th in Salina.
Commercial Tire Centers, where service is everything.
And now back to your Sacred Heart Knights football with Adam Coulter.
Sacred Heart Football brought to you in part by Hometown Disposal, Bennington State Bank, Maury Clinic, APAC Shears, Salina Ortho, Salina Septic Service, Commercial Tire Center, and Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine. Buffaloes for the fourth time all season, in for 6. 4 individual games with 6 and 4 individual games with shutouts. But the Republic County fans showing their appreciation for these young guys that have been fighting all year against a lot of good teams. 7:32 to play in the third, 37-6. The Knights on top, and really effectively an onside kick, but it's taken. That's Tristan Hitchens for Sacred Heart, one of the up men. And again, great starting field position for the Knights as they're going to start at their own 48. Gotti far side again. Out wide, Mars near side. Man in motion, Cleveland. Matucci to Dom Matucci, Michael to Dom, and boy, in the backfield, Dom had nobody around. He had, those are 4, 5, maybe 6 white jerseys, and just swallowed him up back there, so it's going to be a loss and a second down and long for Sacred Heart. So they'll back it up to the 42, 43. And second and long for the Knights. Same single receivers to both sides. Blown back again. In motion, Cleveland. Pitch left side now. This is Bogart up. Beyond the 45 to about the 46, maybe the 47. Get some of that penalty yard, or not penalty, I should say, some of that tackle for a lost yardage back. Ball spotted just shy of the 47. So we're approaching the midpoint of the third quarter with 6 gone by and 6 to go. Same formation for the Knights. Bogard the lone back. Matucci under center. Dom Matucci. Pitch to him. Matucci one more time. And breaking a tackle, a couple of tackles, and across the 50 he goes into Buffalo territory. It's going to be 4th down and fourth and about 8 for the Knights at the Buff 49. 5.5 to play here in the third. Comes Gotti out the field. Back on is Cameron Yohe. Doing the job in place kicking, but also running back on the offensive side of things. Matucci under center. Dom in motion. Pitch in the backfield. Bogart wants to throw it. Nice pass up. Good. Complete. And in for a touchdown, Sacred Heart. Cam Yohe. Boy, what a play. Michael Matucci. Fake to Dom. Give in the backfield to Bogart, who throws a strike. And Cam Yohe from 49 yards out. Touchdown pass, 6 more for the Knights. Yohe scored the 6. Now going to try and tack on the 7th. Kick up. 5 for 6, Yowie. 44-6, Republic County down tonight here in this one. Sacred Heart 44, Republic County 6. Back after a break at the 5:03 mark here, the third. You're watching and listening to Sacred Heart Football.
Maury Clinic is pleased to welcome obstetrician and gynecologist Dr. Mariah Jones. Dr. Jones is a Salina area native and is excited to return to her roots and care for the women of North Central Kansas. She completed medical school and residency at the University of Kansas School of Medicine. Dr. Jones is joining Drs. Knox, Prendergast, Morgan, Ablard, and Roche at Maury Women's Clinic in Salina. Schedule your appointment with Dr. Jones by calling 785-827-7261 or visit MauryClinic.com to learn why you matter more at Maury.
And now back to your Sacred Heart Knights football with Adam Coulter.
I'm going to go and that's our gem of the game right there. That is a heck of a play. 3 seniors tonight on senior night. Matucci took the snap, pitched back to Evan Bogart. Bogart, a rocket down, caught at about the 10-yard line by Cam Yowie. Senior to senior to senior here on senior night. And a heck of a play. That is our gem of the game. Brought to you by Vernon Jewelers here, part of the broadcast tonight. And that was a good-looking pass now. And there's a Damian for the kickoff, the left-footed kicker. Another senior taking a nice return by the Buffs beyond the 30. So the ball at the 33 of the Buffs. Now down 44-6. So again, the Buffs get they get on the scoreboard, so the Knights won't pitch a shutout, but come right back. The great looking play, really right ahead. Could have run into a wall of Knights as the ball carrier. That was Alex Dyke. Ball up to the 37. Second down and about 6. 4.5 to play here in the third quarter. Back to the line. Trips near side. Single back. Near side and almost intercepted. Intended for Nick Kendall, and that was Maddox Wells who jumped the route. Got his hands on it, but could not haul it in. And he had a lot of green grass between, and not a lot of Buffalo players between him and the end zone. So 3rd and 6. Snap. Good looking pass. Again a completion over the middle to the 47. That's going to be a first down for the Buffaloes. Aiden Morris again with a first down completion. And they'll move the sticks. 1st and 10 for the Buffs at their own 47. And just under 4 to play now. Third quarter. Twins up top. Twins down on the near side. Henke and Dyke in the backfield. Henke with it, looking to his right. Still looking. Pass into double coverage. That was intended for Scribner. That was Matucci on the coverage, along with Luke Coland. It was Don Matucci, I should say, and Luke Coland on the coverage. Tegan Carswell also in the neighborhood. It's a 2nd down and 10. Nope. The flag's going to move this one back. So it's going to remain 1st down, but now it's 1st and 20. .338 to play here. In twin receivers, top and bottom. In motion, Scribner. There's Hinkie getting chased and just throws it away. So it's going to be 2nd down. A 3.5 exactly to go here in the 3rd. Don't forget, tune in to KINA tonight, 10 o'clock. As always, for the Kansas State High School Football Scoreboard Show, as you'll hear scores and game wraps from across the state. That's brought to you by Home Automotive Centers and Salina Surgical Hospital. That's on KINA tonight at 10, 9:10 a.m. or 107.5 FM. A little later on. Last week of the regular season across the state. Snap to Henke, looking left, going that way, and who would become his favorite target as of late. But that one intended for Aiden Morris, no good. So it's going to be 3rd and long, 3rd and 20 from their own 37. Are the Buffaloes of Republic County. 44-6. And should the Knights tack on one more TD and PAT, that put them on top by 45. It's actually happened to the Knights last week in Smith Center. That 4th quarter was a running clock, and the Knights get this back and go up by 45. It'd be the same thing this time. The Knights would be the one on top. Dangerous pass over the middle, and boy, almost picked off by Maddox Wells. Really just a rainbow of a pass, and there were a few blue jerseys in the neighborhood. Maddox Wells had his hands on it, but could not haul it in, and it's 4th and 20. Still at the 37, their own, Republic County. Well, here's the snap and the kick. It's going to be Noah Hines back there, going to let it drop and be down by the Buffs at the 20.
Ball down to the 20-yard line.
Kicked by Nick Kendall. 3:09 to play, 3rd quarter, 44-7, 44-6, I should say. And I don't know if the Knights, they may score again. I don't know if they're going to be able to have another scoring play as pretty as that last one. Again, 5:03 mark here of the quarter. Matucci pitched it to Bogart. Bogart threw a strike down the field to Yohe. Catch and run for 49 yards and the touchdown. And Yohe tacked on the PAT. That's Bogart in the backfield, brought down for a loss as we go under 3 minutes to go in the quarter.
Tackled by number 40, Tyrese Alexander.
Well, give him a short loss of about 1. 2nd down and 11 from the 19. Single receiver to both sides. In that same base formation they've been running. There's a pitch to Cleveland from Matucci up to the 20. Flag flies and is brought down on the near sideline out of bounds beyond the 25, but again, a flag is down. Holding against the Knights. So it's going to back Sacred Heart up. marked us right at the 10, so it's going to be 2nd and 20. On the near hash. Don Matucci in motion. Pitch goes back to him. Far side, still on his feet. Spinning and still going. Up to the 20, nearly the 25, up to about the 24.
Runs by Don Matucci, tackled by number 11, Aiden Morris.
Aiden Morris with the tackle for the Buffs, and they'll spot this just shy of the 25. Nice run on 2nd down, so it's going to be 3rd and about 5. Knights will try and convert right here. Bogart the lone back one more time. In motion Cleveland and a whistle. Who moved? I think it went on Sacred Heart actually. And it is. The false start on Sacred Heart, so it's going to remain 3rd down, but it'll be 3rd and 10 now from their own 20. Where this drive started in the first place. Bogart's going to be the lone back. Near side again is Mars. Out wide up top is Bryson Gotti for the Knights. In motion, Cleveland. Matucci keeps it. He's going to be sacked. So it'll be 4th down. And where's it going to be spotted?
Matucci with the carry. Brought down by number 55, Ethan Hines.
It's a 4th and long, actually. Going to be 4th and about 13 from the Knights' own 17. With a minute left here in the 3rd. Bogart's going to come out into the game for the Knights on the line. There's a high booming punt. And it'll be down at the Buffalo 43. So 37 seconds left, late 3rd quarter. The Knights up 44-6. Forced to punt it away there. Buffaloes will take over. And once again, good starting field position as really throughout the game, for the most part, both teams have been right around that 50-yard line or maybe 40-45 of their own, or at times as well starting on the opponent's side of the field. Both still in their huddle. Trips up top, single receiver near side. There's Hinkie with it. Runs into his own back. Just kept those feet moving. They're going to stop. Call him down at the 46. Short gain. About a gain of a yard. Final 10 seconds ticking away, and that was likely the last play here of the 3rd. Let's see if the Buffs get it off 2-1, and they won't get the play off, so we're through 3. Sacred Heart on senior night leads it. The Knights 44 and the Buffaloes 6. We'll come back with the 4th quarter after this. You're listening and watching to Sacred Heart Football on Salina Post, presented by Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine.
Hometown Disposal is a locally owned and operated waste hauling company offering residential and commercial trash service. Hometown Disposal offers front load, roll off, and rear load disposal bins for all your waste hauling needs. Let Hometown Disposal assist you with all your daily, weekend, or seasonal cleanup jobs. Hometown Disposal offers waste disposal options that are simple, affordable, and stress-free. Hometown Disposal is the right choice for families, local business owners, and general contractors. Contact Hometown Disposal, Salina's premier waste hauling solution.
Back here in Salina, Sacred Heart up 44-6 as we start the fourth quarter of play. The only quarter here in the game that the Knights didn't have the first play from scrimmage. Final score in the district, Smith Center upends Valley Heights. That final score 34-22. Our area scoreboard brought to you by Salina Surgical Hospital. More scores here after this play. In the shotgun, trips near side. Single receiver up top. Short pass near side. This is Hinkie. Or check that Dyke, I should say. Playing Dragon. A Knight defender. That was Tristan Hitchens. Had his holding on for dear life. Had his arms around the waist of Dyke, but Dyke kept the feet moving. But they're going to call a holding penalty against the Buffs, so it's going to back them up. And disappointing there for the Buffs. Would have been a nice first down play, but as it is, it's going to back them way up inside the 35 to about the 33. 32 or 33. Low snap. Hinkie with it. Giving chase with Ben Mars for a moment, and it's thrown out of bounds. Ben Mars in pursuit. And forcing Hinkie to just throw it away. 11:38 to play in the game, 44-6, Knights on top. Again, the Knights, they'll be on the road. We know that much. The only score we don't have is the game of the two undefeated teams in District 6, the opposite of the Knights being in District 5 in 1A. Hinkie airs it out. And a pass is caught, far sideline. And that's going to be a touchdown. Nick Kendall, 6 more for the Buffaloes. Well, one-on-one coverage, it was Kendall and it was Maddox Wells for the Knights. A couple of Knight defenders gave chase, but ultimately it's 6 more for the Buffaloes.
That was for not getting me a coach burger. I need to see more score.
So 11:20 to play now. It's 44-12. Gonna go for 2. Hinkie with it. And he's in. 44-14. We'll keep it here. 44-14 the score. 11:20 to go here in the game. Other games, the area scoreboard brought to you by Salina Surgical Hospital. May South final all over Salina South. Mavericks up in the Cougars 66-19. Smith Center, we mentioned that one. 2 teams in the district here with Sacred Heart and Republic County. Smith Center comes back after trailing early. Smith Center, the Redmen on top in that one. Final score 34-22, Smith Center over Valley Heights. Also other scores of interest. And here in the area, Salina Central, end of the third quarter score there. On Central's homecoming, or not homecoming, their senior night I should say. Central 56, Arch City 27. Southeast beat Ellsworth. That final score 30-0. 2 teams coming in just as they did last year, both 7-0. Same result as last year. Southeast gets the victory. And a bit surprising, I think some would say, that they got the shutout in that ball game. Also Ellsworth, or I should say El Saline rather, over Lincoln in 8-man action. Another Saline County school, El Saline 40, Lincoln nothing. And that's a end of third quarter score in that one. Area scoreboard again brought to you by Salina Surgical Hospital. As you're listening and watching tonight's football here on Salina Post. Adam Coulter here. Thanks again, Avery Cadle on the camera tonight. Single back for the Knights. Little squib kick. And just falling on it. It's Leon Rowe. Right about the 40. So the Knights are going to take over. The Knights got the first 44. The Buffs have got the last 14.
Knights ball, 1st and 10.
And this is the high water mark of the season and a very rough one for Republic County. Now up top, Luke Colin out wide. Near side right, single receiver is Noah Hines. In the backfield and brought down.
Maddox Wells with the carry.
Maddox Wells.
Number 50, orange snap.
And he's up near midfield, ball between the 48 and 49 yard lines. So under 11 to play in regulation. Same two guys, Colin up top. Wells on the near side, out wide. Man in motion. And Wells going to be sacked. In there at quarterback now, also in the backfield is Graham Armstrong. Freshman in there as a running back. I've got two different Sacred Heart rosters. I do not have a 23 on them. In motion, Matucci. Dom with it. Near side, Flaggo. He's up to the 45 to the 50. A little juke move to the 45 and brought down. This one might be coming back, though. Up to the 45, at least for the moment. Oh, I'm looking down at the white hat to see what's going against the Knights. So it's going to bring up 3rd and 16 for the Knights from their own 34 now. In motion with Tucci. Dom again near side. 30, 35, 40. And out of bounds right in front of the Knight bench. Up around the 42 or 43.
First out of bounds by number 6, Alex Duck.
Well, it's going to be 4th and long. 4th and about 8 for the Knights. Ball at the 42. They've got to get it just across midfield for the first down. 9.5 to play in the game. And a couple of the Buffalo players back for the punt and had to rush up. Pass Maddox and picked off. And that time, it's Farmer snap. From his linebacker position, picks it off. And the Buffaloes have come alive here in the latter stages of this one. And the Knights into the third. The Knights, their last score was at the 5:03 mark of the third. That play from Matucci to Bogart to Yohe. for the long touchdown, but since that point, the Buffs have tacked on a couple of touchdowns and a 2-point conversion, and now they're driving one more time. They're going to start this one after the interception in Knight territory at the 48. Pass to the far side. That's complete. Another run. 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown. Nick Kendall again. $11:20 they scored. 8:59 now, just not even 2.5 minutes of game time. It's 44-20. It's gotten a little crazy here in the fourth quarter. Twins to the near side left, far side right, one single receiver, lone back. And giving chase, pass in the end zone, intercepted. So the 2-point conversion is no good, but all of a sudden, the Buffs are making it a little interesting here against the Knights. The Knights with the first 44, the Buffs the last 20. 8:59 to play in the game. It's Sacred Heart 44, Republic County 20. You're listening and watching to Sacred Heart Football.
Looking to take the next step in your career? Consider an MBA from Kansas Wesleyan. You can complete the program fully online in as little as 1 year, and your last class is free. Want to be a part of one of the region's fastest growing universities? Visit kwu.edu/MBA today. That's kwu.edu/MBA.
And now back to your Sacred Heart Knights football with Adam Coulter.
Well, still a big lead for Sacred Heart at 44-20, but things have gotten a lot more interesting here. Late third quarter and through the early fourth. As, well, here in the fourth, the first 3 quarters, let me correct myself here. The first touchdown by the there's a squib kick by the Buffs. I was trying to figure out where the first touchdown, it was actually in the third quarter. So the Knights, it wasn't a 44-0 lead, it was a 44-6 lead as the Buffs got their score, the first one, 7:32 mark of the second. That made it 37-6. 44-6 was the score after 3, but not 2 straight scores at the 11:20 mark and 8:59 mark, just 3 seconds of game time ago. And now all of a sudden 44-20 is the score. Sacred Heart ball. It's Maddox Wells under center. Handoff up the gut and brought down to the 45. And I'll be very surprised if I see much in the way of a pass attempt by the Knights. I would expect to see keep it on the ground and keep that clock rolling. Single receiver up top. On the left, down low on the right. Man in motion in the backfield. And a muff snap. And a flag is down. Wells lost the ball, got it back. Did the Knights. Holding call on the Knights. Will back Sacred Heart up. And back the ball up to the 45. So it's going to be 2nd down and 11. Just over 8 to play in the ball game. Single back in motion. That was Graham Armstrong. Now running near side, Don Matucci, 40-45, midfield 50, 45-40. And someone lost a shoe. Don Matucci up beyond the 40, about to the 36, 37 yard line. First down for Sacred Heart once again. And 1 tick under 8 minutes to go. The clock wound once again. Sacred Heart's going to get it at the Buffalo 37. Maddox Wells under center. Pitch near side. Cam Cleveland this time. He's to the 30. 25 out of bounds. Another nice run by the Knights. That should be another first down. There's another flag late. And that late, I wonder if it wasn't some kind of personal foul. And it is. Personal foul on the Buffaloes. So that'll give the Knights, we'll tack some more yardage on. And the refs will walk off the penalty yardage inside the 20, so in the red zone at about the 18. Nose of the ball on the 18-yard line. Hines the receiver, single on the right. Top, Luke Cullen, single receiver, far side left, in motion in the backfield. Washington, and run up the middle, not much there as the clock keeps on rolling. Farmer snapped the tackle for Republic County. And as I mentioned off and on, Knights up 44-20. And I said earlier, unless something crazy happens, as long as they hold on and win this thing, but it's gotten a little crazy, but time on the Knights side definitely. Pitch left side and stumbling down. This will be bring up third down. But I mentioned the winner of this one is going to be the 4 seed in their district and take on the winner of Marion and Sedgwick in the opposite district, 5 and 6. Do not have an update on that score yet, but I said earlier too, if you just happen to be joining us, that if I don't get it on the air here before this one's said and done, we will get it on our recap story. You can check that out as always at SalinaPost.com. Run near side. That was nearly a face mask. Maddox Wells kept it himself. As we're at the midpoint of the fourth quarter, 6 down, 6 to go. And that's going to be inside the 15. Fourth down for the Knights. We'll see what head coach Norm Jennings draws up here. Knights still looking for their first score here in the fourth. 2 touchdowns here in the final quarter, both by Republic County. Nobody wide. Wells, left side pass caught. Colin, touchdown, Sacred Heart. 15 yards out. That breaks about a quarter. They went from 5:03 of the third to it's about a full quarter of game time. Break the drought. 15-yard touchdown pass. And that makes the score now 50-20. PAT also up and good, so Yowie. That was actually Luca Adami that time. So Adami nails the PAT. 5:21 to play, fourth quarter. Now Sacred Heart 51, Republic County 20. You're listening and watching to and watching Sacred Heart football.
And now back to
APAC Kansas Incorporated has been building the Heartland from the ground up for over a century. From the supply of aggregate materials, hot mix asphalt, and concrete to the construction of roads and bridges, we do it all. You've seen our trucks, and now we want to hire you. APAC in Salina is growing, and we are hiring for all positions. From truck drivers to mechanics, general laborers, and construction, APAC has your next career. For more details, visit the job links page at salinapost.com. Great pay and benefits, APAC is an equal opportunity employer.
now back to your Sacred Heart Knights football with Adam Coulter.
Back here once again, Sacred Heart football, presented by Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine here on Salina Post. We're glad you're listening and watching to it tonight and every week throughout the season. Week 8, as we said, Buffaloes came in 0-7. The Knights 1-6, looking for their second win of the season tonight. This is Levi White on the carry. Goes right, goes left. Around the corner, 30-35, near side, brought out at about the 40-yard line, right in front of the Knight bench. And not the way I think a lot of us expected or wanted things to go, where it's been a fun from the middle of the third really in here to the fourth quarter. It's been fun back and forth, but I don't think the Knights were expecting maybe it to get as tight as it got at 44-20 at one point, after it was 37-6, well 37-0 and 37-6. But here they go again. 5 wide, near side. Now in motion, that's Alex Dyke. Quarterback Henke kept it himself and ran right into Ben Mars, brought him down. Under 5 in the game now. It's a short gain of about a couple. Well, and I mentioned several times actually, only 18 points the entire season coming into this one. 4 shutouts and 6 points, 3 different games. They've got 20 in this one. Over the top, intercepted by Maddox Wells. He's at midfield, and the Knights get the ball right back.
Pass intercepted by number 34, Maddox Wells.
We're at 4:15 to play in the game. 51-20, the Knights up 31 with the ball back one more time. And they'll spot this at the Buffalo 48. First down. On the road next week. Again, the winner of Marion and Sedgwick tonight. That'll be the destination for us next week. 6:40 pregame, 7 o'clock kickoff. Wells again, he's up to about the 41. Nice run on first down. And the clock rolls now, under 4 minutes to go in the game. So the Buffs are going to fall to 0-8. The Knights are going to improve to 2-6 on the season. When this one's all said and done. Single receiver, left and right. Single back, Matucci in motion. Pitch right side from Maxwell's to Dom Matucci, up beyond the 35, down to about the 33. But again, a flag is down.
Penalty flag on the play. Holding.
And holding is the call. So it's going to back up the Knights one more time, but not before a timeout's going to be called by Sacred Heart. We'll take it with them. 3:29 to play in the game. It's the Knights 51, the Buffaloes 20. You're listening and watching to Sacred Heart Football on Salina Post, presented by Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine.
When does normal acute pain become abnormal chronic pain? Chronic pain can be one of two types, nociceptive and neuropathic. Each type differs based on what causes it, what it feels like, and what treatments may relieve it. Neuropathic pain can often be managed by a therapy called neurostimulation or spinal cord stimulation. If you suffer from chronic pain, ask your primary care physician for a referral to the Salina Pain Clinic. Our pain specialist will discuss the right options to manage your pain. Online at salinapainclinic.org.
And now back to your Sacred Heart Knights football with Adam Coulter.
Welcome back to Gene Bissell Field, J.R. Rice Stadium on the campus of Kansas Wesleyan University here at the Graves Family Sports Complex. Senior night for the Knights tonight. So we got a second beyond the 3.5-minute mark here of the fourth. Knights with the ball and the 31-point lead, 51-20, I should say. Man in motion for the Knights, and a flag flies. This may be a false start against the Knights, or will it be offsides? Actually, it's going to be offsides against the Buffs, so it's going to give the Knights a free 5.
5-yard penalty.
We mentioned earlier on our halftime sponsor, Kansas Wesleyan University, and don't forget homecoming for the Yotes this weekend. They'll take on the St. Mary Spires. Tyler Henry with the call of that one on 910 KINA on 910 AM or 107.5 FM. Man in motion again. That was Graham Armstrong, and nowhere to go. That'd be a short run. 4 o'clock pregame, 5 o'clock kickoff. The Spires and the Coyotes on your home for Coyote football with Tyler Henry on the call. 910 AM or 107.5 FM on KINA. Under 3 to play in the game now. And the Knights in no particular hurry to get to the line. Man in motion, Dom Matucci faking the pitch. Maddox fakes it to Matucci, keeps it himself. Looking downfield, still looking downfield, and brought down on the far side by a trio of Republic County players. Matthew Collette in there on the tackle. Really a young team, and I mentioned this earlier on too. Just 1, 2, 3 seniors, and actually only 2 of those are two-way starters. So a very young team is Republic County. Single receiver, left and right. Wells under center. Take a handoff. Pitch. Dom Matucci right side. 35-30 and knocked out of bounds. So bring up second and
Dom Matucci, brought down by number 6.
about 4, looks like. Nose of the ball on the 29-yard line. So second and 3 as we approach 90 seconds to go in the game. That same base formation, I should say, the Knights have used throughout the game. Rolling out to his left over the middle. Pass caught. and brought down inside the 20, inside the 15. That's Jason Mars. Big kid, 6'2", 216. And that's a first down for the Knights. 73 seconds left in the game. Clock wound one more time. Final minute in this one. Wells under center. Matucci in motion. The pitch goes to Dom. To the 10, to the 5, and just shy of the goal line, Dom Matucci. It's going to be first and goal for Sacred Heart with 52 seconds to go in the game.
Right down by number 54, Javon Hertel.
Interesting thought, I guess, right now. The clock's rolling. Just the curiosity. Sacred Heart's up 31. We're just over 30 seconds to go. I wonder if the Knights are going to kneel this, or I wouldn't assume they'd try and score here necessarily. And that's exactly what they do. So that's going to do it. Final seconds will tick away. And that will be our final 51-20 as the final seconds tick away. Down to 1, down to 0. That will do it. So the Buffs fall to 0-8. The Knights 2-6. And we'll be on the road next week. We just need to find a score and see who that opponent will be, whether it be Sedgwick or Marion. We'll come back and start post-game and come back. We'll go over our scoring plays and also our gem of the game, brought to you by Vernon Jewelers. Hit of the game, presented by the Salina Pain Clinic, and also our smart play of the game from Smart Insurance with locations in Salina, Abilene, and Harrington. 51-20 the final. Sacred Heart wins it over Republic County for their second victory of the season. We'll come back and start post-game. You're listening and watching Sacred Heart football on Salina Post, presented by Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine.
Salina Surgical Hospital is a high-quality surgical facility with a comfortable and home-like atmosphere. Together with our community's greatest doctors, we are committed to a patient care model where exceptional satisfaction is the norm and every patient feels like they are treated with respect, dignity, and compassion. Salina Surgical Hospital is partially owned by a group of local community-involved physicians. Talk to your doctor about scheduling your next procedure with us. Salina Surgical Hospital. Your voice, your choice.
Fall is full of great activities that keep us on the road. When you return to Home Sweet Home, your sewer backing up into the house is the last thing you want to find. Now is the time to dial up Salina Septic Service and their 24-hour service. They will find the problem, fix the problem, and prevent future problems with the Septic Plus Protection Club. Special pricing and worry-free maintenance. Salina Septic Service, taking care of you now and preventing septic problems in the future. Find them online at salinasepticservice.com.
Insurance is something we all need in our business, home, car, and life. But do you really understand what's covered? And most importantly, what you are paying for? Hi, this is Rob Carlson in the Salina office of Smart Insurance. Change is good, especially if you haven't looked at your insurance policy lately. I can help you understand what you need and where the gaps are in your coverage. We provide free quotes and take pride in looking out for you. Smart Insurance, with locations in Salina, Abilene, and Harrington. Give us a call today.
This month, Salina Medical Aesthetics is featuring their Pigment Control Regimen, an all-encompassing system formulated to help treat hyperpigmentation, severe texture damage, and sun damage. Treat severely dull, dry, rough, and leathery skin to help restore a smooth, healthy glow. Great to use as a pre- or post-procedure skin conditioning to help maintain results longer. Helps improve overall appearance and quality of skin. Save 20% off this regimen and visit Salina Medical Aesthetics on social media and salinamedesthetics.org for more.
Everyone at Vernon Jewelers would like to thank you for coming into the store and celebrating our 139th anniversary. We'd like to remind you the holiday season is not far away. Shop now and get those great holiday gift ideas for that special someone or special occasion. We can custom order and find that unique to you piece, so stop in. Our service shop is ready to serve you and take care of anything you may need from repair to cleaning. Vernon Jewelers in downtown Salina, where it's the little things that matter since 1884.
And now back to your Sacred Heart Knights football with Adam Coulter.
And welcome back to JRI Stadium here on the campus of Kansas Wesleyan University, Gene Bissell Field, and the Graves Family Sports Complex. One more time, Adam Coulter alongside Avery Cadle. She's on the camera tonight, and thank you for all your work, Avery. Glad you're listening to it with us, listening and watching tonight's football as we've had the games all season long here on Salina Post. Thanks to our sponsors as well tonight. Final score 51-20, and here is the scoring rundown right off the bat. Back in the first quarter, the Knights won the opening coin toss. They deferred to the second half, and the opening kickoff to the Buffaloes was up. Sacred Heart recovered it and got the ball right off the bat at the Buffalo 19-yard line. 10:37 mark of the opening quarter. Michael Matucci with a 2-yard touchdown run made the score 6-0, 7-0 on the Yohe PAT, and the Knights were up and running. Matucci actually scored a second touchdown late in the first quarter, but that one was called back due to a penalty. He got back in there again at the 13-second mark late in the first, and a 33-yard touchdown run by Matucci and a PAT by Yohe again. 7 more. 14-0 Knights at that point. And then the final seconds of the first quarter, it was Noah Hines intercepting a pass to end the first quarter. So the Knights started with the ball from scrimmage in the first and the second, and then ultimately the third quarter in this one. Second quarter, 11:49 mark, 50-yard touchdown run, one play, Cam Cleveland early in the quarter, right out the bat, another touchdown in PAT, 21-0 the score at that point. 6:47 to go in the second. Cam Yohe, 25-yard field goal. That made it 24-0. And Evan Bogart, 15-yard run for him at the 3:29 mark of the second quarter. And that was the final score of the first half. 31-0. The Knights led at intermission. Third quarter, the Knights came out again. 11:10 to play. Early. The Knights actually at the 10:37 mark of the first, the 11:49 mark of the second, and the 11:10 mark of the third, all in the first minute and a half of each of those quarters. They score a touchdown. That was an 18-yard run by Cam Cleveland to make it 37-0, his second run for a touchdown of the game. And then the Buffs finally broke through at the 7:32 mark of the third. They score. The two-point conversion was no good. That made the score 37-6 in favor of the Knights. And one more score to end the third. And that one, named that our smart play of the game. I actually mentioned earlier, I named it the gem of the game, but I'm going to change things up here during postgame. But the smart play of the game from Smart Insurance with locations in Salina, Abilene, and Harrington. Just a beautiful pass from Bogart, who, well, he's been playing. He actually plays some quarterback. Week 2 at Minneapolis, he started that one at quarterback. They flip-flopped Matucci and Bogart, but boy, he looked like he'd play some quarterback with this one. Matucci took the snap from center, pitched it back to Bogart, who threw a strike downfield, as it was Cam Yohe, the place kicker, caught the ball at about the 10-yard line, but that was a total of 49-yard touchdown pass, catch and score for Sacred Heart. Yohe got the touchdown and then tacked on the PAT, and the score at that point, as that was the last of the third quarter scoring, Knights up at that point 44-6. But then things got a little interesting in the fourth quarter as Republic County scored not once but twice. The 11:20 mark, they got a score in the opening minutes of the quarter. 11:20 to go in the game, and a touchdown pass made it 44-14, as that time the two-point conversion was good. And then just in game time, about 2.5 minutes later, a big 48-yard touchdown pass play made the score 44-20. That two-point conversion was no good. So with just under 9 to play in the game, all of a sudden it was 44-20 in favor of Sacred Heart. One more score in the game, 5:21 mark of the fourth. It was Maddox Wells, a touchdown pass. Trying to find the right first name here on the roster. Luke Colin. Sorry about that. But Maddox Wells in there, quarterback to Luke Colin. 15-yard touchdown pass. And the PAT, that time by Luca Adami. And that made the score at the 5:21 mark. 51-20 in favor of the Knights. And that would be the final score in the game as the Knights win it tonight by 31. So that, again, that little trickery. Matucci to Bogart to Yowie for the touchdown. That is our smart play of the game from Smart Insurance with locations in Salina, Abilene, and Harrington. Our hit of the game. There could be a few of these, some big hits in this one, but I'm going to combine a couple of the hit of the game. I'm going to give this one to the entire defense of Sacred Heart, presented by the Salina Pain Clinic, because they're hard to break down this one just to one player, but in particular, Ben Mars seemed like center on offense and a defensive lineman on defense, or center on offense, defensive line on defense, but just a sophomore. Actually, let's go with Ben Mars for the hit of the game, and he had a few of them, tackles in the game, and Ben Mars will be our hit of the game with some of the big hits of the game. And our hit of the game is brought to you by the Salina Pain Clinic, as always, and the gem of the game. Going to go over the seniors. I want to mention these guys one more time here this evening as the seniors for the Knights. Going to run down the list here. Cameron Yowie, Dane Goss, Jason Mars, Michael Matucci, Thomas Cheney, Evan Bogart, Cameron Cleveland, Landon Pilcher, Andy Marshall, Eli Young, Cooper Ivy, and Luca Adami, the senior players for Sacred Heart. So I want to congratulate those guys, wish them well as senior night in their final home game in the regular season anyway here for those guys here on the field at Kansas Wesleyan and Gene Bissell Field here at JRI Stadium for the Knights. Area scoreboard brought to you by Salina Surgical Hospital. Want to take a peek at this one more time. See any other updates of note. Final scores. We've got El Saline on top of Lincoln. That's a final score, 54-15. 54-14. Also, boy, Salina Central all over Ark City in the end. That was a close one for a while. Central wins on their senior night in Salina here at Salina Stadium, 70-27. They blew that one wide open, and boy, Hank 70 on Ark City here tonight as they win that one. Wamego over Abilene, 38-14. Also, May South. Well, Salina Central wins in a blowout. Salina South loses in a blowout. May South, the Mavericks, 66. And the Cougars of Salina South, 19 in that one. And in the district here, along with Republic County and Sacred Heart, Smith Center comes back after being down early to Valley Heights. Redmond win it by a score of 34-22. So again, no update to let you know about the Marion Sedgwick score, but get that rounded up, and on our recap story at Salina Post, I will get that on there and let you know which one of those two places. We will be on the road with Sacred Heart next week. The only question is which place will we be going, one of those two. So we'll get that updated in this one recapped and on the website, and also we'll get that winner of that game and where we'll be headed next Friday night to start the playoffs in week number 9. Final score one more time from here. 51-20. The Knights win it by 31. They improved to 2-6. The Buffaloes fall to 0-8 on the season. Good win tonight for Sacred Heart, and hopefully can take some momentum into next week. They know they're going on the road, but like the saying goes, anything can happen any given Sunday, or in high school ball any given Friday, I guess. But we will see how that one all turns out. Thanks to our sponsors again, Salina Septic Service, Commercial Tire Center, Salina Ortho, APAC Shears, Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine, Hometown Disposal, Bennington State Bank, and Mowry Clinic. Also our presenting sponsor of the audio and the video here on Salina Post, Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine, and also our Head of the Game, presented by Salina Pain Clinic, Gem of the Game by Vernon Jewelers. Our Gems of Seniors here tonight. Smart Play of the Game from Smart Insurance with locations in Salina, Abilene, and Harrington. And our halftime sponsor, Kansas Wesleyan University. Don't forget, Tyler Henry's on the call with that. Homecoming tomorrow as the Spires of St. Mary will be in town taking on the Kansas Wesleyan Coyotes. 4 o'clock pregame, 5 o'clock kick. That'll be on 910 AM KINA or also 107.5 FM. Or also with audio and video on Salina Post as well. For Avery Cadle, I'm Adam Coulter. Thank you so much for listening, and we will talk to you again next week from either Marion or Sedgwick. And again, the recap story, we'll get that game, we'll get the final score of that one and let you know where the Knights will be headed next Friday night in week number 9. One more time for Avery Cadle, I'm Adam Coulter. Thanks for joining us for Sacred Heart Football on Salina Post. Final score one more time, Sacred Heart 51 and Republic County 20. Good night from Kansas Wesleyan.